You can write whatever you're writing announcements. I'm just having enough contestants to tell them to wait for me to join the rooms and shit.
Okay.
Go comment. Ready up.
And we're live. Welcome, everybody, to the 15th Tenkaichi Budokai. I'm Multi, your host.
I'm Psyker, the organizer, and also your co-host.
And we're going to be going through. Sorry.
Yeah. No, all good. Our two first matches in the bracket, both contestants asked for a little bit of time to get ready, so we should be starting with Konta and then the Dengo.
Okay, we have a little bit of time before our contestants get here, so I want to take the opportunity to tell all of y'all about our contestants and the rules for this particular tournament. In the 14th Tenkaichi Budokai, it was purely a regular non-mentor cast tournament. And so for the 15th one, this one will be purely mentor-based. In terms of the contestants, here they are. Fewer people coming in than last time, but also a lot of returning ones, and also returning new people too. So I'm really excited to see how these guys perform. We have a wide range of characters here. Myself, I'm going with Krillin.
Yeah, I will be playing Beerus in this tournament. And yeah, we expect a really good tournament. all these folks very competitive, good results in the past. So
let's take the opportunity to show off a couple different rules we have for this tournament. It being a mentor tournament, we have a whole bunch of different stuff going on when it comes to builds, what's strong, what isn't. So let's take this opportunity to remind our contestants and the viewers of what they can expect going into this. Beforehand, they already revealed to us their builds, and we have released them to everyone so they're able to see and plan around it. Just like the last tournament, it'll be a single elimination tournament, best of 3 matches. Cast characters only, and only their customizable presets, as was explained to us and shown to us beforehand. We have a couple complex bans going on in this tournament. Last time it was just, you are not allowed to grab into stamina breaks, you're not allowed to do grabs into loops, but these ones are just for like, with mentors you have a lot more options. So the regulars are still banned, you know, Final Form Cooler, DBS Broly hit. New to this tournament, we've also banned Thank You Dragon Balls. Pretty over-centralized and very strong Super Soul, as well as time for another Delightful Hunt. That glitch that happens is still going on with Delightful Hunt, right? Where it just like nukes your stamina.
yeah, it triggers multiple times at the start of the match, and it just nukes your stamina, and there's no counterplay to it or no way to really avoid the glitch.
Zudodo, yeah, speaks for itself. You know, grabs, especially over latency being so strong, and these ones just making it even better. But I think a really important aspect of this tournament is that we're going to be able to see how a lot of people make use of the stuff that's not banned, and seeing how well they do with that or how strong those options are will lead us to be able to consider different rulings or enhance the amount of complex bans and movesets and Super Soul restrictions going into the next Mentor tournament. In terms of complex bans, you already know about grabs into stamina breaks. But with mentors, you have a couple other options. Trunks at the ceiling, his grab leads you into a really long, stun animation, which can be immediately followed up with a Galagun or splitting Galagun. Combined with Space Dust, it just nukes stamina, it just nukes your health, and it's very much not a very competitively interesting combination for how well it does. Same goes for Dodoria and First Form Frieza's grab into Death Wave. I remember, I think this change happened around the time I joined Psyker, so...
yeah. For Dodoria and First Form Frieza's grab and Death Wave, it's like, it's a large amount of unavoidable damage, so we're just trying to ignore, like remove from the equation these really strong super confirms that deal like almost a full bar of damage, close to that, in just one grab unavoidable damage. And that's just mostly it, because there's no point in banning the Dodoya if you're gonna allow essentially the same thing, just with an extra step of a super included.
Our contestants have arrived.
Hey, good stuff. Am I good to join the room?
Yep.
Multi. Okay, I'll go.
We'll make sure to keep everyone updated on the bracket, the rules, and the roster, as well as the music.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird song to start off with, but here we go.
Let's do this. Contestants may start whenever.
So let's take a look at their moves, or their builds.
Right. You can go first.
Okay, sure. From Kanta, we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta. I recall that he spent a lot of time alternating between characters, seeing which ones he works with. So far, it looks like he's running Super God Flash, Flash Strike, Ki Blast Cannon, Energy Wave combo. Very understandable. Spirit Explosion, Ki Blast, Super Type C. Hey, you were ready for me. An interesting Super Soul. Of course, since Thank You Dragon Balls is banned, he had to go for another option.
Hey, you ready for me? Honestly, not as strong as people might think, because the lock-on debuff that applies to the enemy does not, and the stat buff that you receive do not share the same duration, so you don't actually have a huge stat boost for most of the Soul's duration. But what I'm most interested by is the fact that Konta chose to have Flash Strike here, and it's not the most common set to see run on Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, so I'm curious to see what he'll do with it.
It definitely is a great amount of single hit damage, and just like that, our tournament's begun. Health looking kind of close here. I remember Dan saying a lot about his Janemba going into the tournament. He was very excited to try him out. But
yeah, they're dubbing his Janemba like a zoning Janemba, so it's definitely a very super attack, Ki Blast centric, just trying to hang back and deal as much damage.
Speaking of damage, Dan does a really good job evening up the health there. Oh, and getting Konta's stamina dangerously low. Limit bursts are more than allowed, but will he force him to use it a little bit early?
Yeah, Konta's stamina situation looking pretty grim. The health is even, so he can get Dan to vanish a little bit, maybe force out some stamina, maybe start some combos with grabs, but Dan is just giving no reasonable approach for Konta to follow up on.
Perfect blocking the regular Ki Blast. And yeah, these guys both kind of appreciate the opportunity to kind of hang back, get their damage where they can with Energy Wave combo, Ill Rain. But
yeah, well, Konta is gonna actually endanger Dan's stamina at this point, and you know, with a character like Janemba versus Blue Gogeta, you don't really wanna be eating any combos. You're a severe neutral disadvantage. But as I say that, Dan evens up, like, gets a huge health lead with all these zoning supers of his.
Still, even now, Dan has a health burst waiting for him to pop in case he needs it, right?
Yes, correct. So, time for a little nap. On top of giving him a constant influx of Ki, which will fuel his very dangerous supers, will also have a health burst for him at any given time.
Super's doing a really good job zoning for Dan, but Konta's giving it right back with the Energy Wave combos. He seems to be pretty good about perfect blocking stuff, though. And yeah,
the grab will connect. Run.
Oh!
Oh! The grab in the wall followed up by a Death Slash. That was quite creative, honestly. I'm not sure if it was planned or if Dan just seized the opportunity that unfolded before him.
Regardless,
gotta be careful with World Tournament walls, folks.
Dan takes the first point of the tournament.
Yes. Dan will lead series 1-0. Let's see if Contact can bring it back. Oh, I have to rejoin the room. Just 1 second. And yeah, very inspiring performance from Dan. Janemba is a character people don't rate that highly, even with the severe buffs that he got as mentor. You know, like, he still has plenty of flaws in his neutral and maybe considered quite not as good as some other mentors available to our contestants.
I certainly expected him to just drown from Blue Gogeta's aggression, like his supers and all that.
Yes.
But his zoning strategy seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
We're going into what could be the last match of the set. Since we're a single elimination tournament.
Yeah, it's a do or die situation for Konta. He has to clean up his game and maybe not really give as much opportunity for Dan to just get all these very dangerous supers of his off.
What do you think Konta might need to do to turn this match around? It came down to be pretty close previously, but once you got into like grab damage range, Konta was in like really serious danger.
Yes, very much so. I think for Konta, he needs to actually be a little bit more passive. I think he's trying to get in and aggress on Janemba, where those death beams and those death waves, death flashes rather, are just paying dividends for Dan to just bypassing neutral play altogether.
Already starting off, Dan on the back foot with his evasives, or with his stamina, rather.
Yeah. That stamina situation not looking very good, and he does not have enough Ki where he can just spam supers. Yeah, so he really just wants a breeding rune, and Konta seems very intent in not giving it to him.
Would a break right now be disastrous for Dan? Oh,
the
wow.
Flash Strike.
And there's a Flash Strike and the Energy Wave combos coming into play. You're not even getting him a chance to Element Burst or get broken.
Yes, this could decide the set very quickly. And Contest fishing for those Super God Shock Flashes, but Dan, very savvy to it, would just approach with Key Blast and deny the counter entirely.
A massive health deficit between Kanta and Dan here. And Kanta still has Self Burst on top of all this.
Yes. This is the moment where, as Dan, maybe you're be considering to limit burst, but with Kanta's aggression, if you burst at the wrong time, you could very easily get punished. As I say that, he bursts appropriately in the middle of Kanta's combo and gets away scot-free, but his stamina situation, his health situation is still very green, and the match could be over right now.
And so it is. Kanta evens up the stock.
1-1. Next game will be match point between those two contestants. It's a do-or-die situation for them, and Kanta seems to be giving no quarter. I have rapidly adjusted to Dan's playstyle, so Dan will need a serious adjustment to even get past Gogeta's suppressive neutral.
We'll wait an extra little bit of time for Saiga to join in to spectate, and we will see the end of the first set of this tournament. So far, very well done to both contestants. Interesting to see what Dan might do to avoid such a startling defeat as in that last match.
Yeah, both matches slightly one-sided, you could argue. Then a bit of an upper hand on the first set, first match. Kanta couldn't quite get in those genocide shells, those death beams. Just patching up Janemba's questionable neutral play with these excellent zoning supers. But after Kanta's increased adjustment and just rapid aggression, then you have to be considering a shift in playstyle.
I was curious about something. Does Janemba have access to Energy Wave combo? The move is such a synonymous thing with mentors. It seems like everyone has it just for how good it is. But it's interesting that if he does, that Dan still chose Death Beam above that.
I believe he does, but yeah, Death Beam, that's the thing, right? Janemba is one of those characters that really struggles with his combos. And the regular version of Janemba doesn't have the greatest kit to speak of either. So Death Beam, most people would regard it as like an improved version of Keystone, so it's no surprise that Dan might choose to go Death Beam, gives him more combo starter options and just more range pressure in general.
Oh, Dan definitely making the best out of his zoning options here. Kanta
yeah,
looking
this
for the
time he was
opportunity to
able to actually amass some key, and Kanta, as I said, have to play a lot more passive, a lot more has to respect those very dangerous options from Dan.
Strong step vanishing play as well as Energy Wave combo seem to be a very excellent option against Dan's zoning there. The Flash Strike.
Not gonna really accomplish much, and it's a very dangerous move to just throw out in neutral like that. Fortunately, Dan is very content to just stay back and doesn't really have a great answer to it.
Oh, out comes Death Slash.
Yeah, he caught Kanta on the turnaround there. Very dangerous move. Massive hitbox, lingers for a while. You have to respect those options that Janemba has.
And here we go. Both of these contestants at full stamina, dangerous health.
And both having a health burst that they should be looking to use at any moment near soon.
Oh, that clever teleport to get rid of the Ill Rain there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ill Rain definitely like could play a part in a strong moveset, but generally you don't. There's a lot of things that you can do to outplay it.
Here comes the health burst, but punished
Oh!
immediately.
Dan was expecting that. That's no time to burst, man. And that's the thing. People see limit burst as a get out of jail free card, but if you're not smart about when you decide to use it, then it's just curtains for you. And Konta leaves the tournament. Then advances 2-1.
Very good play from both players.
Such good Janemba play, man. Very excited to see Dan advance after beating out early in the previous tournament. I was looking forward to seeing more of Dan does play last tournament, and it's very good to actually have him advance and potentially show more of his creativity. And he labs a lot, right? So always something good to show the crowd. I think up next we have Felix and Zedslaw, unless our previous contestants are ready to go. Yeah, I think we're just gonna move on with Felix and Zedslaw. Of course, as always, we're doing where the brackets are more or less separated between the U portion and the NA portion. So, Felix, honestly, one of the contestants that people should have their eyes on.
You're good to go,
as a
Psyker.
potential winner. Huh?
You're good to go.
Oh, okay.
Ah, dang it.
Did I start without me?
Yeah.
No worries.
In the meantime, let's take a look at these two guys' characters.
Felix bringing his Mentor 17, Ranger 17, who he speaks quite highly of as an excellent character, and with all these step cancels and options from Key Blast Cannon, Super Drain, excellent kit. Meanwhile, on the other side, Zedslaw is bringing his Adult Gohan, a speed type at that, something we don't see quite as often from a character such as Adult Gohan, but I'm very excited to see the ethereal benefits of speed type and what they may hold for this contestant.
He has, I said don't go easy on me. I'd imagine that would be a... Let's see here.
Did a lobby crash for you? Did I join at a bad time?
Yeah, yeah, it sounds like.
Okay, I'll try to.
We'll go again.
Apologies. Yeah, Creamy saying in chat the live would be awesome. Yeah, the Zedslaw, not a bad player, but unfortunately his connection and mostly the distance from where he lives don't usually do any favors for the match quality in terms of the connection. So hopefully both contestants can have a fair match, which...
It really is a connection? Huh. I guess it could depend.
I assume it is, at least. But yeah, just unfortunate circumstances all around. So hopefully these contestants have a very fair match that they can play their hearts out and not feel cheated by the soupy netcode of Universe 2 or the unfortunate circumstances of online play in general.
Very fair. The second match of the 15 Tenkaichi Budokai will be right underway.
So, who do you have your eyes set on, Multi?
Oh, it's
for this tournament in general.
Oh, and this tournament in general?
Yes.
I'm very excited for the opportunity to go up against Corny in round 2. I feel like the last match I had with him in the last tournament was closer than I definitely expected it to be. So I want to see whether I got a shot at the title. Otherwise, I think we might see a comeback of that final matchup between Corny and Pseudonym. But
the Dark Horse Pseudonym.
After the last tournament, I definitely have faith.
I'm excited to see what Pseudonym might have up his sleeve, honestly. He showed some like pretty interesting play with Kid Buu last time. Those burl flashes that people couldn't seem to actually punish or do much about.
Now's the time.
So, yeah. So I'm excited to see if that might be the case as well for those. If Pseudonym has something up his sleeve with Blue Vegito and his Gallic Gunso. Oh.
Dingus, you never practice. Now's a good time.
Truly.
There we go. Now we're ready.
Yeah. We are ready, and we are good to start.
Where's the Let's Go command?
I always forget where it is. I think
21.
It's towards the end, actually.
But yeah, in terms of these builds here, Zed's with the Adult Gohan and the Super Soul that buffs his ultimates. Do you remember what the burst that one has?
Good question. I could look it up, I guess. Meanwhile, in the meantime, what else about his build stands out to you?
It seems to be pretty simple here. Super Kamehameha and Special Beam Cannon for his ultimate, so he doesn't want to have any coverage with Super Ki Explosion. Might be necessary going up against, wow, regular Ki Blast stuffed Masenko. I'd imagine that Zed's game plan here is to simply whittle down Felix's stamina and then nail him either at low stamina or at broken with a really strong ultimate.
Just some real honest Xenoverse coming out from Zed's Just a simple moveset that's very effective on the character he has.
Almost on the flip side, we have Felix. I don't know if it's just me that feels this, but DBS17 is quite an interesting character. Not quite as simple as others. He's got like that light heavy that he's making very good use out of in order to stay safe.
Right. Yeah. Super 17, tricky character, excellent neutral, and on top of that, gets access to Super 17 moves, gets access to Z17 moves, gets access to 18 moves, and that's all adds up to a very formidable character.
Oh man, that light heavy Ki Blast cancel into that dashing heavy is proving to be a very useful combo for him.
Yeah,
it's not
just
much,
keeping Zeslaw at bay at all times, and you can see Zeslaw's health keeps being whittled down, and he just can't get a good opportunity to get in and do his damage.
Ooh, dropping that one combo too.
Yeah, sadly the connection also not doing him great favors there, but not the worst matchup between these two contestants. Seems to be very playable still. Zeslaw sadly can't quite get in on Felix 17, but well, that's what you expect out of Felix, right? One of the better players we have in this tournament, and he's just proving it right here that Ranger 17, very formidable pick.
Not seeing any burst action from him. It might not even be health burst. One grab will seal it. One light heavy will seal it.
And the grab does it. Yeah. Zeslaw's Super Soul has attack burst, so even in that situation, probably not the best call to do it.
Oh, for sure. There we go.
1 second. A very long loading screen for some reason. I'll be back in right away. But yeah, if there's someone from you that I would have my eyes on, it has to be either Creamy or Felix. I am interested though in have a lot of faith in the Dark Horse pseudonym, but I expect those two contestants to make up the semifinals or Yes, the semifinals of the tournament on the EU side.
I'm worrying for Zeds here. Coming into the second round.
Yeah, the second round of the match. The second match. Hell yeah. And yeah, Zeslaw, hopefully he can find a way to get in. So though, Felix is good, and his character is good as well. So there's definitely a huge mountain for Zeslaw to actually climb here in terms of this matchup and considerations that are brought by it.
Oh, I can't believe it just occurred to me. Because I was remember before the tournament, I was thinking about this too. In an interesting choice here, Felix has chosen to go with the default Super Soul for DBS 17, the one that deactivates all supers until he reaches a certain amount of health.
And the very tricky thing about this multi is the fact that evasives are also disabled during the duration of the soul, or the health threshold of the soul. So if you can get a good unvanishable combo into 17, you can deal massive damage without a reasonable response for the player.
Let's see, that soul also boosts your speed, right?
Yes, I believe that to be the case, yes.
And on top of the speed soul, I guess it's no wonder why Felix chose to go for this. I guess I always hear a whole bunch of stuff about how the speed stat, affects your neutral, how it affects your stepping.
Yeah, very much so. This soul, quite strong, honestly. But yeah, there is definitely counterplay, severe weakness in the fact that it just disables your evasive and also reduces your speed.
Steads had Felix at a bit of a stamina disadvantage, but not enough damage to really threaten him to use anymore.
Yeah, Felix quite content to just play back and regain some stamina, and Zeslaw doesn't have a really great way to pressure him or to punish him or that. He keeps going for those key blast cannons, and that's
the
what
charged heavy on the break.
Yeah, that might seal the match.
Oh, but he doesn't have the ability to use supers at the moment, so this is the best he can do in terms of a break.
Yeah, you see how that's so quite a double-edged sword there, and Zeslaw will get a second lease of life here.
Do you think that combo you found for Gohan a while back at the ceiling with the endless shoot? Oh, never mind.
The endless shoot will seal the deal. Yeah. Well, that combo, despite being very effective at whittling down health, can be very unsafe if they vanish at correct timing. You can get stuck in the Ki Blast Cannon animation, so maybe that's why he didn't opt going for that, but sadly, he'll be out 2-0.
Well done to contestants. Awesome job to Felix, getting to show us what Mentor 17 can do, especially with that build he has.
Yeah, very much so. I believe we could have right now. Pseudonym, you're in chat. Are you good to go? Are you good for your match right now? Radio silence from Pseudonym. Oh, he's not a computer. Okay. I believe we can then move on to the next match. We could have Dingus and Tourney, I believe, over here. Should be a fairly quick one, unfortunately for Dingus, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
For those unaware, Corny is actually the returning champion from the last Tenkaichi Budokai.
Yeah, he is the greatest under heavens, and on top of that, he also managed to win the CAC tournament as well, so he actually has a double title at the moment. I don't see much in terms of response from either of our contestants. Hopefully they can be here soon. Okay, Dingus is on his way. Hopefully Corny can be here too. I saw him come down just now, so
yeah, just had
should be good to go.
Double check his Steam name. Here we go.
All right. Just let me know when I can join, and I'll be right there, and we can get started with the match.
Now.
Okay. Be right there.
All right. The contestants are set.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was not prepared for Corny's name getting into this. Okay, so Corny Anime God under the alias I Love Brazil, apparently. And well, here we go with Corny with his signature Bardock.
A lot of
And
talk
Dingus.
going into his Bardock this tournament.
Yeah, very much so. Corny, known as a bit of a Bardock main in the community, and Dingus, rather, picking up the Nappa, the rare mentor Nappa that we don't often see. A bit of underrated character, if you ask me, but sadly, the results of this match may not be much in terms of proving that.
One immediate thing to watch out for with this match is that pretty much all of Dingus's regular supers are offensive in nature. We have Bomber DX, Arm Crash, Double Sunday, Murder Grenade. Double Sunday being the centerpiece given his Super Soul, which buffs it. But
yeah,
nothing in the way of Key Explosion or I don't know, does he get after image?
Lacking in terms of utility for sure. The puzzling move there for me would be Arm Crash, but that actually may come to be his benefit versus Corny, who okay. Oh, the match did start. Arm Crash has the possibility to come in clutch in this match, where Corny likes to perfect block a lot. We know he's excellent at it, playing that defensive style. Arm Crash could severely punish that type of playstyle if Dingus times it well.
I think the key to this is going to be able to keep up with Bardock's rapid cancels, you know, his strong evasive, his concerning amount of time in the loading screen.
True. Very true. But that's the way of PC's universe, man. Hopefully we can get started with the match.
Yes!
Yes. All good.
No.
Don't ask me, Corny. Oh no, Dingus.
We'll
I'm
go
not
again.
sure, Corny. Yeah, let's retry for sure. At least that just kicks us back to the lobby.
Okay, I'll let you know when to join back in.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking more about Corny's Bardock, like excellent moveset with playing to Bardock's strengths of just being excellent, very safe character. After image, choosing not to go for the black flip this time, maybe to avoid some complaints from the contestants. Also, Fearless Soul, I actually felt that one, which will make his perfect blocking playstyle even more effective.
Does that reduce stamina on the opponent more, or?
Yeah, it reduces an additional bar of stamina, so every perfect block would take 2 bars of stamina, which on Corny's hands, yeah, quite disgusting. And on top of that, he has Cleric Crash and Keyblast Cannon for generally those loops that Bardock's strong basic damage will allow him to do, as well as Sledgehammer, potentially as a finisher, I assume.
Okay, he's back. Let's go, 3 bars. Ah, dang it, Corny, why'd you have to ready up?
It's all good. I'll commentate from the stream this time.
Alright.
I'll join on the next one.
Okay, here they come. I'm wondering how they're gonna enter this match to begin with. Are they gonna? Is one gonna be immediately aggressive on the other, or are they gonna hang back?
Well, if Corny so chooses to be very aggressive, he definitely has the tools to. Bardock, very strong neutral, very concerning time on the loading screen again. Dingus, is your game installation all good? Do you know what might be happening? Do you have mods enabled by any chance? Something wacky like that? Well, I don't know what to say.
Do we go on to another match while Dingus sorts it out with someone else?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what.
Pseudo's back, so we can do his match.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We can keep moving on with the U side of the bracket then. Pseudonym versus Blade of Might.
Returning viewers might remember Pseudo from that insane run he did in the 14th Tenkaichi Budokai with nothing but his Kid Buu and his Pearl Flash.
Yeah, a very defensive playstyle where he just chunked down his opponents with super that very few could seem to find an answer to. Here, he's playing Blue Jito, very good character on a health preset on top of that.
Okay,
and
no.
Oh yeah, yes. I'm here. I'm here. Wait, that's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's not pseudonym.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna check profile just to make sure. That's JJK. Please kick him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go again.
We go again. Pseudonym should just be pseudo on Steam, so. Do you?
Yeah, I found it. Says last online. I'll try to join. I'll try to invite them.
Yeah, invite anyway. Sometimes people are just invisible on Steam or whatever it is. He did not then, unless we missed something. That Gross was the only person who did not send his preset, as far as I can tell.
Actually, yeah, he did. He sent it to me just a couple minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All good then.
But if the real pseudonym will not stand up, then we'll have no choice but to give the match to Blades.
Yeah, I don't see any signs of life from pseudonym anywhere.
I'll tell him what. We'll give it until like 147. I'll describe what pseudonym's build would have been, and by the time I'm done, if he's not here, then that'll be it.
All right.
So let's take a look at it. Pseudonym was running, and this was actually a bit of a contention because we made a bit of a typo when we were writing it down. He was running blue Vegito with the Gallic Gun Super Soul and regular Gallic Gun along with it. Pressure Sign as well, which is kind of sus, you know?
Did he have pressure time? That's actually, yeah, that's very surprising. I'm not sure if Blue Jito gets Super God Shock Flash, but or does he has that as well. So Super God Shock Flash and Pressure Sign, the rare 2 counter build. A bit of, I think that's honestly the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, he did. But we won't be able to like release Ladgross's preset. I mean, we can, but
yeah, we'll do it in a bit.
I guess we'll never be able to see how Pseudonym would have been able to use his 2 counters because he's been eliminated. What?
He's talking on Discord. What's happening? Oh my god! He said he would join up real quick. He apparently had to make his mentor because he knew what moves he was gonna use, but didn't equip them or whatever it is.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Very. Our contestants very well prepared for this tournament, taking very seriously our schedule right here.
Hey man, I'm chilling. This single elimination. If he loses, he loses.
Yeah. Well, at least there's that. And hopefully we just move on with the tournament right after. We could potentially wrap up the first round of the European side if Z-Wolf is ready to go.
I hear that Pressure Sign combos in with Savage Strike, which will be good, but so does Super God Shock Flash, and he doesn't even have Savage Strike on his build.
Yeah, he has Meteor Crash, I believe. And that's a bit of a question mark. You could see like maybe his build is focused around just getting counters and following them up, since both counters you can follow them up with supers. But I guess he's quite content to just use Gallicum for that purpose.
Okay, let's try this. This should be it. If he joins. A limit burst of that only increases the damage of Gallic Gun, correct?
Correct. You have to be scared though. Even a dash heavy into Gallic Gun could be his game plan there, and with the burst that will do massive damage even if it doesn't charge.
Oh, it would be kind of like a continuation of what he was going for with Pro Flash.
Yeah, a spiritual successor, if you will, for sure. Well, we could talk about Blades in the meantime as well. Blades is bringing a character he might be known for, but that you don't see anyone else play, Jacko. And he's bringing the technical type, so his stamina breaks, if he gets stamina broken, won't be for very long. Other than that, just standard Jacko stuff, you know. He doesn't get much in the name of. Yes, dude. Yes. He doesn't get much in the name of supers that are very generic or anything like that. You just get a potentially less shitty version of his regular kit. So yeah, you get to opt out of useless moves. So let's see what Blades can achieve with Mentor Jacko.
So I'm a bit of a Jacko newbie. Like, I don't know anything about Jacko. He can't, he throws rocks instead of Key Blast, right?
Yes, he can Key Blast cancel because of that. He also has, like, he has a high damaging combo in the form of alternating, but as a counterpoint, he's stuck during that animation. So a very, very hard to conserve stamina with Jacko because most of the times you're making trades for stamina at best.
Oh, I see. I expected it would have been kind of like a Hercule situation where you had like a whole bunch of cancels to make up for it.
Nah, Jacko definitely doesn't get much in the form of compensation for his shortcomings.
Interesting that he's going with regular Elite Beam instead of Elite Beam, the other version of it, right?
Elite Shooting. Elite Shooting deals more damage, but Elite Beam is safer, I believe, so it doesn't surprise me all that much.
Still,
that being said,
yeah,
Blades is doing a fantastic job just playing the neutral and lowering Pseudo's stamina.
But when he has to come in, that's when he seems to be having a little bit of trouble.
Yes, for sure. And Pseudo seems to have figured that out and just quite content to just stand still and force Blaze to approach.
Seems to be doing a good job getting through his block, mostly at least.
Yeah.
No.
Pseudo just wants a knockback, but seems like the pressure sign won't connect.
And no spirit stab either.
Yeah, very true. If Pseudo faces defensive play, he might be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, the meteor crash will track him. Don't see that very often.
Blaze has quite a bit of health to get through in order to beat him here, but no health preset on the Vegito, so he at least has that advantage, but Pseudo seems to be realizing that, okay, well, I have a bit of advantage as long as I just chill back here, do my good old thing, just like last time.
This is a very unusual match, I would say. Oh, he gets the pressure sign off. I guess that would be the reason to run pressure sign, right? Super God Shock Flash.
Oh, and the Calicut tracks, or it catches him.
Man, yeah, the fix they made for it so that it worked better in leg just slurps you back in, and Blade's now on his last bar health. Not looking too good right now.
He's going to need a whole lot more grabs if he's going to be able to work Pseudo all the way down.
Yes, very true.
Ah, man, not having a key cancel must suck. There's some more perfect block grabs.
Throws the rock there. Doesn't accomplish much, but
and
gets countered for his troubles.
I didn't know Pressure Sign worked with Key Blasts.
Yeah, that's probably the reason Pseudonym is bringing it, because Super God Shock Flash generically better, but Pressure Sign denies the weakness of having to... Is he gonna catch him? Can he punish that?
Oh, can he evade it?
Sword.
Nice, he does a downwards instant rise in order to escape that Spirit Sword, which would have been certain death otherwise.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a Limit Burst from Blades of Might yet. I believe Jacoso has a health one, but he seems quite contented. Oh, as I said, he decides to pop it.
But why did he have to engage? But he manages to survive the grab. He just needs to stay away from him.
Yeah, not the best idea to just be aggressive with that burst on. Pseudo's quite content to just hang back. Blades should as well.
All of the good that burst could have done him, Pseudo has negated.
Yes, very much so. Well, at least much better stamina situation here, but still quite a grim scenario for Blades, and I don't see how he's getting out of that.
And there's that drifting thing he likes to do. Trying to get cheeky damage with Spirit Explosion. And
there it is.
Pressure Sign.
Yeah.
Can't you just move away from it?
You can vanish your own combo if you're expecting it, but it can be quite tricky sometimes. And Pseudo does a good job just mixing up the timings as well. Sometimes he'll just eat the damage that Jack-O's putting out because he has so much health to work through that Pseudo was quite content to just potentially win by timeout in that match. So yeah, Blades of Might forcing his hand there with a, or rather, Pseudo forcing Blade's hand with a bit of passive play after just chunking himself down with those counters and those Gallicans.
Dingus revealing us to the audience that he had his VPN on the whole time.
Oh, is that why? Very interesting.
Regardless.
Hopefully, we can get his match started correctly next time. All good. But yeah.
In the most pseudo way possible, he takes the first match or the first point. What I'm wondering is how is Blaze going to adjust to this? He really can't afford to be perfect blocked after he gets his cheeky Gallic damage. Like
both of these contestants seem like neither of them really wants to engage the other, and that's very troublesome because Blue Jito certainly has the health to just passively do that and deals a lot more damage than Jaco. He's basically executing better what Blades could hope to achieve with that character.
Here we see him going for that perfect block grabs. Fishing for it.
They're both clashing, and that putting some key on the board right now might actually make some difference for Pseudo, who can now have his counters. All his supers are online.
It's good damage from the grab, but not enough.
Blades is quite content though. Timeouts are decided by virtue of
just like last time, he's purely going for the dashing heavies.
Yes. Not doing him as much good this time though. Gallic Gun definitely not a safe super compared to Pearl Flash.
Scoring the elite shot, the elite beam.
Yeah.
Just at that perfect angle.
Yeah, just Pseudo might have dropped his block trying to go for a cheeky grab, and Blade is just exploiting the nature of how Pseudo's playing right now.
Yeah, he's definitely playing this match a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm. And now that he has, he's more aware that he should save his health burst. Potentially, you could see Blaze reversing the situation, forcing Pseudo on the offensive instead. Oh, but the counter triggers on the rock of all things.
Oh, but the self-break might have been a really bad idea.
I think he was trying to force Pseudo to be aggressive, but that might have just backfired, and that could end the match right here for Blaze. Okay, I suppose contestant Blades has given up on the match? Question mark. Rip. Please finish it off, so though we can't afford to be wasting 3 minutes here. Alright, I guess that will be it. Bit of a disappointing end to this match.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, you really do. Alright, I guess. Z-Wolf, are you good to go? Okay, so we'll finish off first round of the European side with Z-Wolf and Shao K.
Right on.
Hopefully that will prove to be a much more active match than the one we just saw. Knowing Z-Wolf, playing defensive, playing very passive style doesn't suit him very well, and he's bringing a very interesting set with his Mentor Goku.
Bruh, I don't even know that's Z-Wolf.
Z-Wolf, what is your name on Steam? Please.
Let's see. Yeah, this is him.
Okay.
Now it's you.
Oh, can I join?
Yeah.
I'm on my way, and we can get started right away.
Alright.
Z-Wolf, as I mentioned before, bringing a bit of an interesting set of Goku. Maybe one that we're not quite so used to seeing, but one that definitely not so different from what we'd expect out of Z-Wolf, considering his past Goku showings. He is bringing us as quiet as the sky, as faster than lightning, Super Soul, which will boost his, I believe, his move speed and his basic attack speed, basic attack damage. as well as Super God Fist, Super God Shock Flash, very standard, and he's bringing the Dragon Fist, which caught my eye. I expect to see a very interesting setup for landing the Dragon Fist and maybe sealing the match in a very stylish fashion. And this is a Goku on Goku match too. Very interesting.
Z-Wolf's Goku left his gi in the dryer.
Very true.
When I looked at Z-Wolf, the first word that came to my mind when I saw his set was optimal. Not because, like, you gotta look at all the options that he has available to him. He has Super God Fist for quick, easy damage, Super God Shock Flash in case a counter lets him move into other attacks. He has Sledgehammer for that insane loop damage, especially since Sledgehammer got buffed recently.
Yeah, it's very true. And the Burst Kamehameha comes out, which is the last move he has. I guess Z-Wolf's gameplay is just very aggressive, just getting in there, but now he doesn't have a lot of stamina to do that with, so let's see if Shao can punish that, and doesn't seem he can. Z-Wolf might be spot-free to just regenerate stamina.
This match has proven to be far more fast-paced than previously. Z-Wolf already using his Limit Burst, and just to be sure, Shao Kahn has the same Limit Burst as well, in case he wants to use it.
Yeah, both contestants having the same soul here. And just a good Goku versus Goku match.
There's a charged Sledgehammer. A whole bunch of damage coming out. And yeah. Shao Kahn. First point.
Yeah, Shao Kahn, very aggressive, very dominant fashion here.
That was extremely kinetic. I'm hoping to see how Z-Wolf adjusts to this.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Z-Wolf is a player you can never really count down and out. He has had some excellent showing in the past where he just makes very good adjustments and just decides, no, I will not lose right now. So let's see if he can. If he has met his match, or if he is going to make all these crazy adjustments all at once.
We have not seen many, if any, ultimates so far, have we?
I can't quite. I don't believe you have, actually. Oh, we did see or do you mean in this match in general, or do you mean the whole tournament?
From the whole tournament.
We saw Spirit Sword from Pseudonym.
Right.
First match, yeah.
I remember you saying once that Goku is a character that plays exceptionally, you know, he can be offensive or defensive, while Super Saiyan 4 Goku might be a little bit more offensive leaning.
Yeah, but Shao Kahn is doing a very good job leaning into that offense, and Z-Wolf's stamina already looking pretty low right from the get-go.
He doesn't quite have a surplus to work with, has he?
Yeah, and another thing that's interesting to note is Z-Wolf's playing that Strike Super preset, which does not have the most health, so he's already on his yellow health and very low stamina.
Ooh, maybe a Super God Fist might have been a better call there. There we go. I'd imagine he wants Burst Kamehameha for, I heard it has a pretty big hitbox. Comes out fast.
Yeah, it can also loop into itself, depending. You can follow it up like he just has right now. And pops out the Sledgehammer. That was
nice
very creative combo. Yeah. Wow, he can get his Limit Burst out, and it gets read like a book. And that might spell the end for Z-Wolf.
Warp Kamehameha coming out. Oh, but he's on by a thread. He might be able to still make it.
He's hanging in there, and hopefully Z-Wolf will manage to actually get in. And oh, the YOLO ×4. You don't see those very often, but it's definitely not a bad ultimate because it's so hard to punish it.
Shao Kahn did a pretty good job staying mindful of his auto perfect block too. It was pretty hard to see, but he was still relatively hanging back being wary as to what he was going for.
Yes, very true.
Oh,
And the second stamina break into the God Fist for a very common but stylish finish. With the screenshot, the camera angle for that move. Shao Kahn is gonna move on 2-0 in a very dominant fashion.
we have Z-Wolf wanting a redo, citing net lag. We can take the opportunity to ask Shao Kahn how he feels.
Yeah, sure. We could ask him. See what happens. Could stay out of the room for this redo as well if he agrees to it, and hopefully just have a better connection, more stable. Do you have any reply from Shao Kahn?
Yeah,
Okay.
I probably should have said rematch, asked for redo, and he was like, what's a redo?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shao Kahn agrees to the rematch of that last point.
Okay. Get Z-Wolf back in there and we should be good to go.
You heard that right. We'll be redoing the second round of the set.
Yeah, could be some potentially very exciting stuff. If Z-Wolf claimed lag and Shao Kahn agreed to the redo, maybe there was some connection issues that might be impacting the contestants. So excited to see if Z-Wolf can turn the situation around and potentially bring us to a third and final round.
Yeah, yeah, they're starting.
Yeah, I'm not joining this time. See if that helps the connection.
I'm curious. Now they have 2 matches worth of information on each other. How's that going to affect this match?
That is very true. We can redoing the matches always comes with the added risk of like now you know what to expect very much more, and sometimes that could be the big difference. Clean up some mistakes and just change your game plan and see if you getting a second leaf alive could come back to actually put Z-Wolf on the board.
But even now, Shao Kahn's been doing a really good job catching a lot of stuff Z-Wolf throws out. But Z-Wolf himself's bringing it back.
Yeah, Shao Kahn just this very aggressive style, making the most of it. 4Q's neutral and just doing a lot of damage, a lot of stamina pressure, and Z-Wolf a bit on the ropes right now.
What do you think? Is this a... Because I think we can agree. With Mentors, if you get broken and you don't limit burst, especially with Sledgehammer, especially with all the looping opportunities, you're dead. Should Z-Wolf have limit bursted before he was broken? Because that warp comment completely shut it out.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's so hard to properly time limit burst, and well, with Mentors, like there's no clear cut way to do it. But yeah, Z-Wolf, a sad loss there. sadly just not in the cards for him to actually get the good limit burst, and yeah, that's it. Xiaoke will advance 2-0 once again.
Well done for the contestants.
Yeah, it's very well done. Xiaoke, a bit of a newcomer to these tournaments. I think he joined his first tournament last time, and already proving to be quite formidable.
Let's check out the next match.
Yeah, we could. I believe we could have Creamy and Pseudonym right now. We gave Pseudonym up one match gap, and now we can finish up the EU side of the brackets, hopefully.
Okay.
The rematch between these two contestants, Pseudonym knocking Creamy out of the tournament last time they met. Hopefully, Creamy can get his vengeance and actually advance far into the tournament.
They're in. Let me invite you.
All right, I'm on my way.
Okay.
Should be good. So Pseudonym's bringing his Vegito that we just saw, very treacherous Vegito, especially with those two counters of his, just playing it back, playing it safe. Creamy, on the other hand, with his signature pen and his pen speed preset, speed type rather, and flew around the whole world, so which just adds even more speed onto that. So this guy is just looking to schmoove, and with Ego Kick, Energy Wave combo, very fast supers, he might do just that.
It looks like Creamy seems to be having a bit of expectation that he has something in his toolbox that'll be able to better deal with Pseudo's method of play.
I would not put it past Creamy. Those pen sap cancels, that excellent speed and those very safe supers, I could see it can actually putting up a very good fight.
With lower health and stamina, we're hoping that'll be enough. There's first grab.
Yeah, he's getting that grab, trying to get that damage in.
Not letting him get any of those dashing heavies.
Yeah. Perfect blocking those. Putting the burden onto Pseudonym to be the aggressive one, to be the one actually dealing damage. Because Creamy, you know him, he could be quite content to just hang back and win through a timeout, even if it's a 4-minute one.
At least we're back on the same bar.
Yeah. And reminder to our contestants and to the viewers at home, timeouts are decided by health percentage. So even though Vegito has a full extra bar to work with, it does not mean Pseudo can just hang back and be content with his health lead. This actually is a bit of a health deficit as far as timeouts are concerned, and Premier is playing very safe and not letting Pseudo get anything in.
Oh man, this is worrying. Because even after each potential damage interaction, Pseudo just hangs back, letting his stamina recover. And just the threat of him being able to perk, block, and grab is enough to keep Creamy off of him for a time, which just lets him regenerate more stamina and lets him keep on doing all that stuff he's been doing.
Oh, but you see there the flaw with Pressure Sign. You're stuck in that animation for a long time, but that does not mean that the counter can be activated during the full animation. Creamy punishes it beautifully with Energy Wave combo.
It would not be against the strategy to allow this timeout to happen. We're far way off from it, but I don't know. Does Pseudo think maybe he's in the health advantage here, percentage-wise?
Yeah, it could be that, or it could be that Pseudo just is mind gaming Creamy, because it's so hard to just keep track of those scenarios, right? And maybe just the mental game here of exploiting Creamy's patience. Like, okay, are you really content with a timeout? Or are you really not gonna come for me? Do you know what will happen if you come? And that's just the game that these two contestants are playing right now.
Oh, Pseudo coming in.
Oh. 10 step cancels, once again, just proving to be quite dastardly. She just goes for that approach, punishing the dashing heavy of all things, something people don't really get to punish very often. And that's just burning Pseudonym's stamina. He has to evade every single interaction.
Let me guess, Pseudo has Health Burst? Oh, no, he doesn't. He has the Gravito. He has the Galagon run, right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Creamy definitely has Health Burst.
Yes. So Pseudo should be looking to be the aggressor here instead of playing such a defensive style. But maybe he... Well, we know Pseudonym a bit of a prankster.
Will
maybe
we see
he's
a
just...
Limit Burst coming out?
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's an early Limit Burst. Can he get any Galagon in?
We might have a break.
We have a break and no burst inside. Creamy might just end this match right here and there.
1 minute left on the clock. Even if he likely won't be eliminated right this instant, but oh man, this is just the first round. But this is just the first set or the first point. But
yeah, this is the first match of the first round of this match. So yeah, and now Pseudonym's
panicky play
for him, just a random break trying to approach, and Creamy is quite content to just giving a taste of his own medicine, just playing back, playing safe, and just forcing Pseudo to be the aggressor.
Oh, and the second break, we might actually see a defeat before the timeout. A full-on KO from Creamy.
20 seconds on the clock, and you can see how Creamy just turned Pseudonym's running away playstyle, you would say, completely against him.
Can he do it again? Can he do it again?
Beautiful adjustment. I'm willing to believe he can, honestly, but we don't know. Maybe Pseudonym will make some adjustments. We have seen it from him before, that he can just force these interactions and just pressure his opponents in a way that no other opponent can. Just those very quick, very safe supers. And just a bit of a prankster too, right? Just trying to annoy his opponents as much as possible.
Yeah. I almost forgot he had Super God Shock Flash from all that.
Right. Creamy giving no opportunity for him to use it, pretty much. Always with the Key Blast approach, always hanging back, always looking to punish every single of these interactions.
And this just really goes to show the value of having Energy Wave combo in the in your moveset. Because I don't know how Creamy could do it with just like Eagle Kick or Consecutive Energy Blast or Finish Buster. Finish Buster maybe, yeah, I can imagine that. He used to be okay, but...
No, definitely so. Energy Wave combo, one of the supers that mostly has risen up in value in this past year, I would say. Everyone's using it for the most part, and for good reason. Very safe, very strong, and can just punish interactions that no other super can.
I have a second monitor, but I don't use it for this. I just alt tab for my Xenoverse, and my Streamlabs is like overlaying it, and I watch from the Streamlabs window.
Oh.
And from there, I can see that. Did Creamy already get some damage off, or?
Yeah, he got very minimal damage off. I believe it was just Key Blast right now, and maybe one Dashing Light, something like that. But a grab will actually increase that damage taken, and Pseudo might have to start aggressing again, but he seems quite content to just play it the same way and essentially lose the exact same way.
Notice now it's not like a situation of Pseudo going in and like hitting his block, trying to bait a perfect block. Because in that regard, he could like possibly go in and try and grab. No, he's hanging there and he's waiting to see what the person does when they come in, and then he can see, okay, well, maybe I can try and grab here, maybe I can try and block, maybe I can step away and hit him with something crazy.
Both these contestants' patience is being tested right now, where they both want to hang back, but they both really want to win. So you have to take these chances, you have to take these risks, and it's not quite clear who has the advantage right now.
Ooh, per block grab coming out.
Some good damage with those grabs, but
nice.
That was a risky. And that's where you see the speed come in handy. Creamy just went across the stage and managed to tag in there. And I'm not sure other characters would have been able to do the same in quite such a fast pace.
He's in wait out the timer mode. I don't know. It's like, is he? Does he have the health advantage?
I'm not even sure he knows if he does, but I think he did win more interactions. That being said,
nice. More grabs coming out.
Some nice damage here, and every single grab is connecting. Pseudo keeps baiting these perfect blocks, but the grabs just punish them immediately. Oh, but the pressure sign will trigger off the grab.
This is kind of dangerous territory now.
Yeah, very dangerous. I do believe Pseudo has the health lead here confidently, even though even in percentage terms. So Creamy really on the back foot here, or maybe the opposite rather, right? He has to be aggressive, has to get in and get as much damage as he can. And he will do so with a grab once again.
100% of the time, except for the times he gets hit by it. He's done a great job punishing these raw Gallic guns, these raw punishing pressure signs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like if Creamy can properly read when Pseudo goes for these pressure signs, he can punish it even heavier. He can potentially go for a charge when energy wave combo. He could go for a stamina break if it's heavy enough. So Pseudo has to be careful right now with his counter usage.
It's worth noting that Creamy has access to consecutive energy blasts if he wanted to throw in that extra little bit of damage after a grab just in case.
Yeah, and on top of that, we are entering the last minute of the match, and Creamy still has his health burst, so this could be his way of timing out and just denying Pseudo the win, even through a health lead.
Oh yeah, this will definitely be the time to use it. Will he go for it? I think he might rush.
He doesn't want to get punished by the
Gallic gun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's running out of opportunities.
Yeah.
There it comes.
There it is.
And he gets away with it.
Yeah. Wow, Pseudo is forcing the offensive right now, and he's gonna get punished by it. Unless Creamy just randomly back hits.
Oh, and out comes a hawk charge. What? Pseudo throwing everything to the wall. Using all he's got.
I don't see any way Pseudo comes back from this. Creamy is just quite content to just be on the health lead and time out Pseudo.
Pseudo? Out-camped? Could it be? 3, 2, 1.
It's over. Pseudo and time. Yeah, Pseudo them out of the tournament. Creamy got his vengeance on Pseudo and just gave him a taste of his own medicine, honestly.
Overcoming the runner-up of the previous tournament.
Yes, very
well, I believe he was eliminated too in bracket the last time too, as well, right?
Yeah, it was. So definitely like fantastic adaptation from Creamy and just really giving Pseudo a taste of his own medicine right now.
There was Creamy's plan: do as much damage as possible throughout the match, and then when it went to time, limit burst and regenerate it all.
People using the new command .bursting in the Discord chat, very commenting on Creamy's limit burst, a rare sight from him. And yeah, so now we should move on to Dingus and Corny Anime God. Hopefully no VPN shenanigans this time. Hopefully a clean, smooth match.
All right. We ask that the contestants remember to wait a little bit for Psycho to also join.
Oh, am I good to go?
Not yet.
Okay.
In fact, Dingus left.
Dingus, come on, homie.
His controller,
VPN,
his controller died.
Oh no!
Why is he using a wireless controller?
I mean, I use a wireless controller, but I do have a wire that I can plug it in just so in case it dies in that scenario.
What's he mean? Hold on. Is he gonna get some batteries?
Yeah. Dingus, what's the status there, homie?
Okay, Dingus is back.
Okay.
With Corny on the way, I'll make sure to let you know. 4 bars, feels good to see. When Corny's here, I'll make sure to let you know to come, and then when that happens, we're ready to start. How far along are we into the round?
The first round is coming to we're past half of the first round.
Now it's time.
Oh, okay. After this should be me and Afcha, and then Light Gross and Revi, and we should cap it all off with you versus JJ Kings. So that would be quite interesting. Quite interesting matchups coming in. Though unfortunately, probably not the case for Dingus and Corny, but everything's possible, you know. Dingus could just get Corny playing a little bit cocky and just get those arm crashes, get the stamina breaks, and just punish it really heavily. So let's see. As these two contestants get in on the match.
Man, it feels good to see North Americans.
Sure does.
Coming out with Corny immediately swinging.
Yeah, Corny starting off already, setting a good advantage over here.
He seems to be playing a very fundamentally focused game here, you know, just doing what he does, expecting vanishes. Ooh, that raw stamina break.
Winning neutral over and over and over, that's just what Corny does. And a very fast break, and he might catch Dingus' limit break if it goes for it.
Dingus really regretting his low health on that preset. Will we see a burst? And it's perfect blocked.
Is this going to be a white bar? Are we getting a white bar in here?
We are seeing a white bar.
Shit. That's a perfect. Corny and May God showing very dominant fashion what he's up to and how he plans to win this tournament.
We're not laughing at the match. Sorry.
We're laughing at something on Discord. Newt always with the comedic timing. Is Dingus just gone?
I ain't gonna respect it, man. I ain't gonna respect it. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Some kind of
what's happening?
Some kind of agreement for Corny to fight Newt instead. I'm not listening to it.
Okay.
Get back in your ding. Right. Into the crucible.
Yeah.
Play it out.
Get in there, Dingus, and just let's move on with the tournament.
I'll just keep on doing it. There we go. Okay, you're ready to go.
Okay, I'm getting in right now.
Oh, great. Oh, no, you made it just in time.
Hell yeah. My Xenoverse 2 crashed. I assume that has something to do with the fact that I just heard another dingo's getting in.
It's connecting. We'll see.
Well, I guess I'll just boot up my game again and just watch it from the stream.
Okay, it seems to be going pretty well. And this is the real dingus. At least it looks like it. We'll see.
Oh no. Is this an impersonator?
Yes! Newt's mad. This is a real one. Corny opening up just as he did before. The dingus going for back hits. Really dangerous in this new metagame, where back hits aren't quite as good as they used to be. Ooh. He goes for the.
Back hits haven't been good for a hot minute. Not the white bar this time though, so Dingus certainly already improvement. From
nice
before.
perfect block grab from Dingus. Oh, not quite enough to follow up with the double Sunday. And the raw break. Thankfully, he's able to avoid the Lunaburst punish. And is spared from being punished for the slow turnaround as well. He has Corny at low stamina. But he doesn't enter safely. He could get broken. But that perfect block on the Napus combo leads him to the second stamina break on Dingus. Leading into what could be the end of the match.
Yeah, this probably is it. Much better display from Dingus, honestly. He was expected to quite frankly lose the second round just as hard as the first one, but that was pretty good. He actually had Corny on the ropes there for a little second.
Yeah. Well done to Dingus. Thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah. Alright, you can invite me in. It's me and Afcha next.
Alright. That looks about right.
Oh no, Dingus thought there was losers. My man doesn't even look at the bracket. Come on, dude. Come on. I'm joining the lobby, by the way.
Howdy,
Is
howdy.
there already? Okay.
He's on his way. Let me take the time to adjust the names while you tell me a little bit about your build.
I'm just rocking what I consider to be better, one of the better possible Beerus builds. Rather, there's something funny I want to show or like interesting that people probably don't know very much about. But
don't worry, that's him.
I'm facing off against F's Zamasu, and we already saw from Dango that Zamasu can elite health bar, so I'm not too optimistic. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully I get to at least put up a good fight.
FJA would like to make a formal request to Corny to join VC. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I already did.
Right.
Sorry, Corny. Sorry, FJA.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself. See you in a bit.
Taking a look at FJA. Speed type Zamasu. We saw last tournament with Dan. There's a lot to worry about when it comes to Zamasu, particularly God Splitter, which he in fact still has. We saw a very threatening loop with it. So, and I definitely know Psyker was well aware of that. So he definitely built his Beerus to kind of adjust, hoping to win neutral. Originally he had a Beerus with a very low amount of stamina, which was very just asking to be destroyed by breakless loops. But he recently readjusted, changed to a version with a lot more stamina, a lot more safety. I believe a health burst. But the match is underway. Both these guys have quite a bit of experience matching each other in practice. And yeah, Psyker's definitely making use out of that, just being very careful around FJA. A bit of a perfect block machine. He has a habit of kind of staying back, you know, getting his damage where he can. Oh, but Psyker managing to get far ahead of FJA stamina-wise. Low health too. Getting excellent damage for FJA, even has a chance to escape. And he's down again. Smart call, going down to the ground. And also using the opportunity to fish for perfect blocks. FJA not even wanting to challenge Psyker's stamina breaking, or not even wanting to challenge Psyker's perfect blocking with his own. Given Psyker's soul very well extra return time, making it very obvious that trying to punish him in that kind of way leads to a lot of danger. We see FJA managing to even up the stamina at least a little bit. If he gets Psyker to below 2, he's in real trouble. Once the God Splitters start coming, he has more than enough stamina, I believe, to close that out. We'll have to see. Oh, whiff on the grab. But the weak follow-up on FJA's part. Psyker very thankfully getting a whole bunch of health from the burst, or from the soul. As well as the EWC. Psyker's doing amazingly well so far. Oh, the front vanish. A common occurrence on PC, especially on this stage. Psyker's activated his soul. He knows that he's not going to be able to really get much use out of it. Wow! Through a knockout, Psyker takes the first point just like that. I am very surprised by this outcome. He played around a lot of the stuff that he has to watch out for when fighting FJA really well. And when he had time to... and it's a lot of it can come down to connection, but he managed to get his damage. He managed to account for the burst. He managed to do his own burst. Both of these are Brazilian players. So I'm very interested to see how this goes.
Over here.
Bro, what? Okay. Going into the start of the next match. Psyker doing a good job kind of staying out of FJA's way. Staying very mindful of his cancels, his safety. His ability to get perfect blocks. F-Cha, dangerous stamina. He's at break potential, but Psyker probably won't go for it. Oh! With the grab, he eats the stamina F-Cha was going to use to vanish with. A very devastating thing that just happens every now and then. Oh, F-Cha manages a self-break and goes into Super Guard, which unfortunately Beerus doesn't seem to have much of an answer for. Here comes some good damage. Finally, our first God Splitter. He tries to go for the loop, but it's instant rised out of. Psyker nailing EWC and consecutive energy blast, using up more stamina from F-Cha. 3 minutes left on the clock. It's a dangerous proposition to try and evade him for that long, so it looks like we might be seeing him go for potentially a knockout yet again. He still has a self burst on top of all of this, both of them. Oh no, he has a Just Guard burst. Yep. F-Cha now wanting to challenge him while he has that burst on. Choosing to only go for key stunning when it's in animation. Ooh. Without any key, Psyker can't quite punish his burst there raw. He decides, okay, that's enough stamina regained. Time to go in with grabs. Rush Key Blast, trying to see if I can catch him on the roll away. A meaty sliver of health regained from his Just Guard. Aura Slide ain't what it used to be. Meanwhile, even despite the perfect blocks, Psyker's still getting damage. 2 minutes left. Major health deficit. One sliver of health. No burst. No stamina. One bap, and that'll be it. One grab to seal it out. Psyker 2-0's F-Cha. I'm not going to be surprised if I see requests for a redo. We'll have to see what these two contestants decide. They don't seem to be going for a redo.
Alright, GG to F-Cha.
That play was significantly different than what I was expecting. Can you tell me what was going through your mind throughout that match?
I was, well, F-Cha plays a very defensive style, plays a very, sort of, baiting out aggression, trying to get those perfect blocks, get those grabs, and I think the threat of the soul, potentially, and as well as, like, the fact that Beerus has a really good step cancel and significant priority over the Masu, just, he felt like he couldn't quite win the neutral interactions, and I was just quite content to just zone him out with energy wave combo, consecutive blast, and that was it. I know F-Cha struggles with consecutive energy blast because his approaches are usually based on dashing, and consecutive energy blast catches that very well. But yeah, he complained a little bit on Discord, saying I could step finish through his attacks and he couldn't step finish through mine. But I mean, it's a Brazil versus Brazil match. You can't really get much better connection than this. So I guess ultimately just another reason for him to hate Brazil, as his name implied.
In that case, our next match.
It should be Revi versus Ladros. I believe we don't have either preset of them public, but we have access to both of them. They're gonna be playing Piccolo and Vidal, so interesting matchup at hand. And I feel like these players are at a reasonably similar skill level. I hope I'm not wrong in that assessment. So this match could quite friendly, be a banger.
What I'm worried about is, am I friends with Revi on Steam?
Oh my god, please. I think he's on Discord, so worst case scenario, he can add you real quick and we'll be down with it. I think it's Demon Lord on Steam, if I'm not too wrong. So you could check for that. Yeah, he's Demon Lord on Steam. He's not in game though.
Well, let's take a second look at this. Okay. Yeah, let me just wait to get him friended real quick, I guess.
Unfortunate situation, but not a too uncommon one.
So, what's it about these two, their builds?
Dan is saying on the chat that that's not Ladgros, and I'm willing to believe him because Ladgros is from Texas as well, right? So he should be getting 1 bar connection with you. Can you double check real quick?
Yeah, you're right.
Spec profile.
It's, like some guy. I don't know. Well, I can't kick him, so... Let me make the room real quick.
Can you not kick him?
Nah, I didn't want to go. Or he just didn't go.
Oh, weird. Well, I guess that's all good. We're waiting in Revi anyway. Revi said he's trying to add you, so I believe you should just be gotta receive that.
I'm just waiting to see
request.
it. There it is.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's the real one. 4 bars. As good as it should be.
Okay, invite sent. Yep, that's good. Now your turn. My apologies for the intermission. We are ready to begin. Thankfully, man. Let me update the names.
6 health bars. Revy will have to chew through those with a lot of damage if he even wants to get the win. As well as backflip, I just realized. So yeah, the Ledgrow's just gonna be making himself as hard to kill as possible. In the meantime, Revy with his preset for Vidal, I believe, has the speedy type and the speedy soul, just like most fan players. I'm going to double check right now. Yeah, speed type B, and I just flew around the whole world. So that gives me access to a health burst if there's a potential timeout situation. He's also very fast with energy wave combo, eagle kick, just very hard to approach. So both these players are gonna be making each other's life very hard to actually get through those health bars, get that damage in. So let's get right into it. Both these players sporting a very low stamina preset, both of them, so it's mostly a health battle here, and they're actually playing this significantly more aggressive, just trying to get in, trying to get the stamina low, and potentially just deal massive amounts of damage without even breaking the opponent.
Oh wow, it really just came to my attention that these guys have really low stamina between the two of them.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, Ledgrow's getting the better of Revy, just getting in some good damage in. Revy on his last 2 bars of stamina, and that's about to be less than 1 bar.
Back hits through the EWC. There's the break.
Special Beam Cannon, dealing out damage in a single cast.
Nice confirm. Has he bursted yet? No, he hasn't, but not quite.
Yes, now, but that's gonna be quite a challenge. But Ledgrow's is on his left bar stamina, so this could be a break, and he could counter it with a lot of damage.
Ah, but he's trying to account for a limit burst, which was not the right call, because he gets his stamina right back.
And especially with such a low stamina amount, you cannot expect those breaks to last a very long time. It might have been better to not break in at all, just go for the maximum amount of damage, but... And that's potentially gonna be a match-losing mistake for Revy. That being said, he's getting in there, getting those energy wave combos, getting those ego kicks, which are very hard to attack into. A lot of iframes at the start of that move. And he gets broken again. That should be it.
In flashy style from across the map.
Special Beam Cannon will seal the match. 1-0. Let's see what both these contestants will do to each other on the second round of their match. This Piccolo preset, man, so much health to chew through. Ledgrow's didn't even have to use his burst or his do or die to regen some of his health. Just fucking Juggernaut to actually get through this.
Does he have do or die, or?
Yeah, he has Nail Soul, I Must Protect Granddaughter Guru. So
Ooh.
he has the health regen, he has the health burst, and he has 4 health bars of HP. Or just it's just an actual grind, and my universe to crash.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Don't worry, you can just proceed with the match. I'll commentate this one from the stream as I get my game back working.
Okay. Here's hoping the match still goes okay.
Yeah. Did I call it that, Felix? Ego kicks.
It's
hard to.
Yeah, it sounds not bad to me.
Well, it's certainly a kick in the ego when you go for an aggressive approach and you just get stuffed by the iframe. So yeah.
Both these guys
Definitely.
looking for the offensive start.
Yeah, I think both just really want to dwindle each other's stamina. They know there's no point in just playing the long game, whittling those massive health bars, especially on Piccolo's end. So they just want to get the stamina out of the way and deal as much damage as they can. And hopefully Ravi will not randomly drop his combo, just commit to it full time.
But he's having a little bit of trouble with these command knockbacks, or these burst stacks.
Yeah, the burst dashes and the energy wave combos very safe. Good damage on that super. So Ravi just showing a good adjustment, playing this still an aggressive style, but much more cautious about.
Oh, there's the main blast coming out, and forces the limit burst from Ladgro. So and stuffs the do or die. Ravi's doing quite well. Oh,
yeah.
We might see the second limit burst or the second stamina break.
Man, Ravi just showing some very good adjustments in this match. He's still gonna have to essentially kill Ladgros 3 times, but that's not gonna lie, that he's showing much better play this time around.
Oh, he goes for another break again, but this time he chooses to go straight into the maiden blast. Not a bad call.
Yeah, limit burst is up. There's nothing else to stop him.
I wonder whether he'd be better served by throwing out a bunch of eagle kicks.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that myself. He does not have Justice combination, and I think he's sorely missing that in this matchup. But that being said, he's whittling Ladgros's health down extremely fast, and it's just it's quite a feat when you consider that Ladgros starts with 4 health bars, head out this region health, and now he's here with a
good EWC,
huge health deficit. Yeah, very smart play from Ravi.
This makes me really curious for how should Ravi close us out. How a game 3 is going to look.
Yeah, I do wonder. Ladgros has backflip on his Piccolo, but you see him seldom using it. Maybe he'll try to approach that way more. iframe too.
Clash in AWCs.
Yeah, don't see that every day.
Ravi evens it up.
1-1. A very competitive match at play here.
Okay, you able to join? Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I joined as soon as I saw the match ended.
Awesome.
So, all good. Opening the challenge. Hopefully update that, but both contestants can start whenever they please.
In the first match, we saw Ladgros put on an incredible performance as Piccolo. He didn't even need to use a lot of his health regenerating abilities. But in the second match, Ravi came back hard, forcing Ladgros to use every option he had and still make it out with plenty of health to spare. How do you think this is going to go?
I expect potentially some adjustments from Ladgros. I still feel like he has backflipped on skit, but it's going largely unused, and hopefully can win neutral a little bit more and put out some hurt, just like Ravi did it to him the previous set.
That would have been a good time to use backflip. Using
Yeah, for
his,
sure.
both of these guys run into a lot of issue whenever they have to use their stamina.
Yeah. Their stamina is so low that it's just match deciding almost every single neutral interaction they have.
Revy seems insistent on going for breaks even though he had such low stamina, but it appears to have worked out for him since Ladgros even then still wants to go for his limit burst at that kind of point. Even though he could probably get away with it, not caring about it.
Mm-hmm. But right now, Revy, obviously on the health deficit due to their presets, but also on the stamina side, though he will be evening up as forces and evades out Ladgros.
Man, these front vantages are rampant.
Yeah, that's one of the issues with the stage that you have to account for. And Ladgros does go for the backflip there, but will get broken for strobos, and maybe Revy just goes for the sledgehammer out of all things. Still gets knocked back by the burst though, and perfect the do or die. Fantastic play from Revy right now. Cannot seem to punish these health regens though, and Ladgros would be quite content to just go back to the health bar. Maybe 2 health bars. He could be reaching Dark Queen anytime soon. But Revy will stop him from even getting close to that.
Catching him with these EWC has been going really well.
Yeah, very much so. Such a strong move, dude.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Yeah. Revy's stamina situation not looking good right now. It could go, this match could go the other way very fast if Ladgros can just win one neutral one more time, 2 more times.
He's running out of key to use to throw things out.
Oh, those energy wave combos, you don't want to get hit by those like that. Those range so difficult to avoid.
Manages to evade the stun just in time to avoid the EWC.
And you can see from Ladgros that he's expecting those burst dashes more and not getting hit by them as often. And that's a very important adjustment that's giving him the upper hand now, right now. Even though his burst is out, so it's not quite clear who's going to come out on top in this match.
Just solid neutral play all around. That kick just coming into play so often.
Yeah, it has so many iframes. It's such a good tool. And one of Vidal's and Pan's mentor tools that shine the brightest.
Following a gnarly perfect block fest, Revy gets the break. No LB to save him.
It's a fast regen break. I'm not sure he can't finish it off. But
a grab will do it.
Terrible situation right now.
But then Ladgros gets his own break. He sees it coming. Throw burst.
Can he do it again?
Ooh.
Oh, he goes for the random break, and that's probably gonna cost him the match. Desperation in this fight right here, and sadly, it's hard to keep your nerves in check in those high pressure situations, and an ego kick will seal the deal. Revy advances. Fantastic adjustment for him.
Well done from both these players. That was very close. I feel like even despite all that, if Ladgros was able to take advantage of the adjusted mindset F-Chop might have upon seeing him so close to death, get a break, and then start doing all of his damage, he would have been able to turn that around.
Yeah, very much so. That match was as close as can be, even if the health bars don't quite tell the same tale. Alright, should be our match next versus JJ Kings. So we'll have to remake the lobby.
Yep. Do you want to make the lobby actually?
I suppose I could. Yeah, I'll make it. Don't worry. I have JJK added, so should be all good. Oh, kicking me from the lobby removes me from the PvP area, though.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Alright. Whenever TDK gives in, his shitty anime god, by the way. Yeah, whenever he gets in, we can start it off.
He's in.
Okay. I should be in as well. And
There we are.
you can mute yourself. Well, hopefully take the headset off so I don't distract you, and we will carry on with this match. All right, so we should be expecting here from Multi, his mentor Krillin, which has been practicing very much, using backflip to patch up Krillin's neutral weaknesses. He's carrying that power, a lot of power, so he won't be starving for resources, and just trying to get in some good damage with those energy wave combos, maybe some break damage with Kamehameha boost, and let's get right into it. On the other hand, JJK is gonna be bringing his Fat Boo, and a lot of health, a lot of stamina. It's another grindy match where he has resources in spades for him, and but Multi managed to land the boost Kamehameha in neutral, and JJK is just getting those front vanishes. They are not doing him any favors. But the back hit, empty back hit into energy wave combo is gonna catch Multi off guard, and the random innocence cannon will catch him like that. No response from Multi, no attempt to dodge it. And he's just firing those energy wave combos as fast as he can. Vanishes right into the combo and gets hit by the angry hit. That's gonna chunk a lot of damage. Just Multi on his last barrel health. Vanished into. Managed to escape it. And we might see massive damage coming from those boost kames. Their health is already evened up, and I know if Multi can chase him down right now. It's not even gonna attempt to, just regen some stamina. Reminder, the Multi itself also has a health burst in store. So this match, quite even right now, except for the stamina situation, and not going to be improved by the fact that Multi had to evasive there. But the charge heavy break, you don't see those very often right now, and that's going to seal the match. Has the damage to accomplish here, and JJK is just eating that charge heavy, man. Cannot be doing that if you expect to win. Krillin does have Kamehameha boost, dude. You can check for yourself right now if you want. You might have missed this because it's a strike skill, not a key blast skill. I have to rejoin the room. I will literally send you a screenshot. Oh, you didn't know that it was strike skill. Yeah, exactly. All right, wait for me to get back in. Fantastic play from contestant Multi, and he's just showing that break punishes with Kamehameha boost just can deal incredible damage and even out any health gap that they might have had. JJK was 2 full health bars over him, and he still managed to bring it back and just finish it off in 2 breaks.
Okay, here I go. Show you the results of my training.
Multi getting that grab, dealing any small amounts of damage they can, because there's a lot of health to chew through. But immediately, JJK was gonna respond with Boo's oppressive neutral and just those back hits, man. Forcing out evasives with those combos into angry hit, which is so dangerous. Multi trying to descend to the ground is gonna get immediately punished, and just his health bar is gonna disappear in front of her very eyes. He still has a health burst back, and as we saw previously, he can deal as much damage as he's taking right now in even less amount of time. So not clear at all who this contest might win, but very good adjustments from JJK and a very good neutral play, just outplaying Krillin's stubby neutral, you could say. Tries to punish the angry hit, but the iframes is just gonna bypass that entirely. And those key explosions, man, I don't usually expect the explosion in Majin Buu, but JJK is just making excellent use of it and using it to win neutral very handily. Tries to go for the boost Kame, not the safest option in that situation, and Multi is just now trying to regain some stamina. He has that endurance preset, so that will speed up his stamina again, and he's almost has full bars right now. And just ducking and weaving those energy wave combos, but it will get grabbed by the Innocence Cannon, and you gotta respect that. It's one of the very rare moves that is a key blast but has a grab hitbox, so tries to go for the key confirm, maybe a little cheeky there, maybe a little expecting to catch JJK off guard. Oh my god, that was scary thing. Oh, the angry hit, you shouldn't have let him be in position to do that. Now he doesn't have any key, but he's gonna regen all that health for free. Multi will have to look for a second stamina break to finish off the match. Provided that he gets it though, he most definitely can with those boost Kames. Fully charged energy wave combo will get evasive and just dodge out of the way. And now that's a very green situation where JJK might only need a grab or even a dashing heavy to finish off the match. Oh, but he gets perfect block and grab, and that will be it. 1-1. Both contestants giving their all right now. I agree, Felix. I feel like Multi was very close to punishing that limit burst. Yeah. And just taking the round right then there. But that's the way it goes, right? Every little mistake can be match defining, and well, that's what we saw right here, right now. Multi trying to bounce back from that, trying to clean up his play and just do Krillin justice against this very hard matchup against Pat Buu, potentially one of the better mentors in the game. Both contestants can start whenever.
Okay, here I go.
We are at the level of Xenoverse play where very small interactions can just define the course of the match, and but that's also to say that JJK he won't really get scot-free either. Multi, there's a lot of mistakes he can force out of Fat Buu, and if he gets to his claws on him, he could just win the match right then and there. So very volatile match from both these contestants. Very heavy damage on both ends, which is not something you would expect for Krillin, but it definitely is the case. A much better job winning neutral, has not taken a single hit yet. And he's gonna remain that way, and JJK already being forced to limit burst, I believe. Oh, but Multi doesn't have the key to do another follow-up. JJK on his last bar of health, now with full stamina and regaining HP at a very slow pace, but Multi doing a fantastic job, and only now he's gonna start losing stamina, start losing health. Having the resource game in spades against one of the toughest presets to chew down to in the game. Going with the Spirit Bomb, it's gonna be interrupted by a grab, not the hardest punish you could do to a move like that. Very creative play from contestant Multi, but unfortunately biting back for. And now their health is about even, but Multi still has that limit burst in store and managed to key stun into energy wave combo. A fantastic strong play. Oh. I'm not sure how that Innocence Cannon interaction played out, but both players still trying to get a hold of each other, and Multi is still just content to throw out those energy wave combos, deal damage to JJK's last bar of health. Stamina situation looking quite dire for JJK, and Multi maybe showing a little bit too much respect there. Now struggling a little bit with the stamina situation. Maybe you should be looking for a burst here, but it can't be quite too sure, because if he gets punished, that could be the end of the match. Full power energy wave volley. I'm not sure I quite agree with that, but apparently Multi showing it a little bit too much respect and just gonna evade it out of it, and his stamina situation looking worse for wear. JJK just content to regen ki from his soul, and Multi content to regen HP, as well as stamina in his endurance preset. Oh, Multi, is this how it ends for you? This is very close, ladies and gentlemen, and the key explosion, maybe a little bit too gung-ho there, but Multi is on the ropes right now, and last bar of stamina, trying to go for those black flips, but he's gonna get energy wave comboed and lose the match. Very unfortunate situation, but both contestants played their heart out right now.
Good games, JJK.
Multi. That was a really good showing from Krillin, though. Even if you don't get to advance, you can be proud that you overcame like such a difficult matchup and a difficult character to topple as well. You can be proud of that.
Yeah.
We will be advancing to the quarterfinals right now. We should be shifting back to the U portion of the bracket with Creamy and Shao K in a second.
Shao K and who?
Creamy.
Well, I really liked how both of these guys played in their first matches.
Yeah, this is a match I'm expecting will probably be a banger. Shao K, bit of a new face in our Tenkaichi Budokai server, but showing great promise as a player and just knocking out Z-Wolf, which is a player we actually hold in high regard. Oh, sorry. Alright, I should be in. We should be good to start whenever.
Alright.
Creamy, however, being by some potentially one of the best, better, if not best, EU players that is active in tournaments right now, and using his signature ban, he should be quite the ordeal for Shao K to actually get a hold of and deal as much damage as he did to Z-Wolf. I have had a match against Creamy's Pan before as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I believe, and let me tell you, it's not easy at all to catch that speedy Pan with very strong step cancels.
Meanwhile,
Creamy just
sorry.
showing a very dominant opening. Go on, sorry.
On the Shao Kahn side, there's not. I mean, granted, he still has as quiet as this guy faster than lightning, which means he has plenty of speed on his side as well. But in terms
Very
of
true.
fully leaning into it, I would say he's a little bit more playing normal.
Yeah, well, Forko's playstyle doesn't lean itself to as much like maneuverability and just flying all over the place like Creamy is doing with his Pan. That dashing LH cancel was just paying dividends for him, and that iframe on the Eagle Kick, starting off a combo and just dealing quite a significant damage to Shao Kahn, and his stamina is gone. It's just gone. Oh, gets the perfect block, potentially saving his match frame.
Really clutch if he had. Well, I don't know if perfect block or breaking him would have been a perfect idea, but.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember, Creamy doesn't usually like to burst. He bursted because of Pseudo's playstyle. Let's see if Shao Kahn can force a burst out of him.
Ooh, but right now he's having enough trouble hanging out with all these consecutive energy blasts and energy wave combos.
Yeah, very much so.
Such the advantage of having such a large key bar.
Yes. And energy wave combo, consecutive energy blast complements itself very well. Energy wave combo locking you from doing a direct approach, while consecutive energy blast just stuffing any dashing around that you might do. So yeah, Creamy is just content to play a bit of a zoning playstyle almost, and just winning those neutral interactions and whittling down Shao Kahn's health.
Man, if I were him, I'd probably be throwing out supers or something, but this is just as well. He's at burst percent. Oh, but he managed to evade it.
Man, oh man. Is Creamy gonna burst here?
Nailed by the knockdown.
Need to. Is Shao Kahn gonna burst here? He is not. He's gonna respect Creamy's playstyle of not bursting, and neither player is gonna use burst.
Would you say that was a pretty close match, Psyker?
Yes, very much so. I honestly thought Shao Kahn had a very clear chance of winning that, but I believe Creamy just that's also tournament experience for you, right? Creamy has been a part of this community for a very long time, and sometimes nerves might get you, especially in these high tempo situations where Creamy is just flying all over the place, just doing those tap cancels, energy wave combo is just very hard to play consistent and play very cleanly, even with a character as good as Forku.
What's his win condition going into this match?
Oh man, I would say maybe even shift to a more almost passive playstyle might be in order, but that's the thing, right? Creamy already proved that he's quite content to just hang back and just defeat playstyles such as what Pseudonym employed. So I'm not quite sure there's a clear path ahead for Shao Kahn to follow. He's just gonna have to play better, simply put, which obviously is said and done. So let's see what he brings back to the table here.
Starting off with Shao Kahn waiting for Creamy's approach.
He does have the stamina advantage, so that's one thing he has in favor.
Hit by the knockdown again.
Yeah.
That's perfect block
Creamy
food, right?
just going for that track. What? Sorry?
That's like that. You can easily like hurry block that, right? Or at least avoid it. Because I'm thinking of Broly, who has something similar going on with his knockdown combo.
Yeah. Right. I'm not too sure about how the inner workings of Pan's hard knockdown, but yeah, it's definitely a tricky one, especially with the iframes on that follow-up.
Shao
expect
Kahn,
Creamy to
good
throw out
combo.
yeah. I expect Creamy to throw out a Eagle Kick at any point now and just catch him and to start off a combo. But Creamy seems to be quite content to just move and neutral and force Shao Kahn to approach.
I do not envy Shao Kahn now with that dangerous stamina.
Me either, man. Have to be honest.
Oh, he's going for
And
Breakless.
Breakless Super Kame. Jeez, that's gonna hurt. And Shao Kahn now, he's back against the ropes. Do or die scenario for him here. If he loses once more and he's out of the tournament. Yeah, he's gonna be looking to deal as much damage as he can, just try to even up the score.
I see. Instant Rise and EWC, that kind of makes you not want to do the knockaway times 10.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, EWC is such a dastardly move, and Shao Kahn just goes off like that. Doesn't even evasive out of the Creamy's combo. Maybe he thought Energy Wave combo wouldn't track, but it does, and it will seal the match 2-0.
Glad to have both of y'all here. Creamy moves on.
We should have now Dan Dango versus Felix.
All right.
Another EU battle. Felix being the expected favorite, but you know that zoning Janemba can be quite tricky. Especially if Felix doesn't have the option to evasive early on in the match.
Okay, they're here.
Has some clear weak conditions to. Okay. Dan has some clear weak conditions to look for here.
I'm always happy to see more of Dan's Janemba.
Me too, honestly. Janemba Struggle has been one of like my favorite low tiers, a character that most people don't play and don't really know how to play against. So to see him represented here in the Mentor Tournament just brings a lot of joy to me. That being said, Rager 17 definitely one of the scarier mentors around, and then we'll have to put in some serious effort to get through and just see if he can beat Felix here.
That nice charged heavy to start it off.
Yeah, one option is just always starting off a combo, right? And Felix doesn't have access to super, so maybe that best alternative for damage. And he eats the Death Wave. Those are always tricky. The lingering hitbox, very, very dangerous here. And Felix still hasn't got his soul activated, so he cannot evasive if needed.
At the end of the day, would you say that that's such a bad thing to worry about, considering by the time you get to that health, you can always just evasive immediately?
Yeah, well, it depends. There are characters that can definitely deal some scary amount of damage before 17 can do anything, but definitely not the case here, and I think Felix was also almost looking to take damage there, not going for the perfect block, just going for taking the chip damage on his regular block.
Wow, that's
And
full
it'll
endless
be-
shot.
Yeah. But his stamina situation very dire right now, and Dan has a lot of ki. His soul constantly regenerating for him.
Both these guys kind of taking a safer approach. Dashing
Yeah,
heavies,
definitely
use supers.
Looking
drop
those
blocking.
perfect blocks, trying to use some supers. The Smile Charge will get punished by the Death Beams. Smile Charge, bit of a super that you don't see very often, is only exclusive 17. A very highly rated super though. But Felix can't seem to get a good approach with it.
Almost fully escapes the endless shot there. That was impressive.
Yeah. Sadly, that last bit of damage, the last hit deals most of the damage of the super, so that's gonna... You really wish you wouldn't be caught by those.
Oh, here comes Yo Reigns. Zone Emba.
Zone Namba, dude. Bit of a mistake there with the Death Flash. And Dan's stamina situation not looking good.
I'd imagine he wants to get like a redo of a few of those times in his earlier matches where he just got one of them like cheeky.
Man, Felix is not letting Dan regen any stamina, and Dan seems to be okay with that, honestly. He's not going for the ground. Maybe he doesn't feel it's safe to do so. Just trying to get the last bit of damage in. Oh, the key confirm for the Avengable.
What was that about?
Cheeky. Yeah, he used the charge key blast to confirm the dimensional punches combo that just tracks you everywhere. So that's very clever use of Janemba's kit.
Oh, almost punishes the LB.
Yeah, slightly different timing, and that might have been the game.
As it's looking now, it's actually looking pretty close.
Yeah, this match is going down to the wire.
Does Felix still have his burst? I don't remember.
He does. That's a super armor limit burst, so that will make very tricky for Dan's moves to do anything. But
oh, not quite enough range.
Yeah, that's the thing about Death Flash. It's mostly a close range special, and
Smile charge. Take the fight. Wow.
Unblockable super and from range, even better than a grab.
Something that I'm surprised not to see more of, and I'm gonna have to double check his build here to double check. Yeah, he has Super Drain to drain opponent's stamina. I definitely see it used a lot with regular 17. I didn't know that he had the option of doing that as DBS 17. Do you know anything about that?
I believe for DBS 17 it might be harder to confirm the Super Drain. I'm not too knowledgeable about it, but that would be my guess because it's not the safest option, so it could definitely come back to bite him if he just tries to throw those out. Definitely a very strong one, though.
Here's hoping Felix gets in before you.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I'm joining back in, hopefully.
Yep. Consider me pleasantly surprised by Smile Charge. It's new to me.
Oh yeah, Smile Charge is a very tricky move. You wouldn't give it much thought because it feels very slow, but it has actually a huge tracking potential and also just like iframes during the teleport, so it can lead to some very janky interactions where it just wins out over a lot of approaches. You cannot punish it reliably. Reliably.
Now you got me questioning it.
All good. But let's see. Dan and Emma pulled a very close match right now, so hopefully he can make it even closer right now and even us up 1-1.
Doesn't want to have to deal with that charged heavy, so he immediately instant rises. But now finds himself at an immediate stamina disadvantage.
Yeah. He's probably going to be looking to stand back and just regen stamina, build up some ki so he can get to zoning real fast. Felix, without the option to evasive here, just cannot do much out of those knockbacks, just wait to recover. But he's almost on the soul percentage, so then failing to do a really good job at doing any unvanishable damage to Felix that's very significant.
Worth noting for at least someone out there, because I know if I was watching this, it would be me. One aspect to fighting Janemba that might be a little bit to the Janemba's advantage is that he has a different looking vanish compared to everyone else, and that might kind of confuse you when you're fighting. Do you think that's having any effect on this match?
Yeah. Janemba is a tricky one because he has when he vanishes and step vanishes, that cube animation plays in, and can usually use that to your advantage because his grab also has his teleporting like that, so you can mix in a grab during neutral approaches and just get in a lot of mileage out of that. And that Dash Flash just gonna do critical damage for Felix.
I wonder if he knows that 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 endless shot isn't really a combo, but rather once a person's done rolling out and that's when it hits them, that's when it's a combo. Oh wow!
Oh my god, Felix is just eating death flash after death flash.
Exactly what Dan wants.
Huge mileage.
And the homing key blast coming in clutch.
Yeah, forcing Felix to evade if he doesn't unweight that that unvanishable combo.
He thankfully avoids the ill rain.
Yeah. And no burst from Felix, interesting.
He should have.
The smart charge just gets punished. Yeah.
There's another interesting
Very
choice.
Good. Yeah.
Rolling bullet.
Rolling bullet is potentially underrated evasive because it's 2 bars. It evades well, but it also punishes burst, so you can evade it on reaction. But one rough part about it is that the bullets are random, so it can sometimes just whiff entirely and leave you quite wide open.
Oh, these guys. I'm gonna invite Dan real quick.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like Dan did a really good adjustment, just throwing out those death flashes at every turn that Felix tries to approach, and
now you're good.
Just, yeah, very, very hard for them to do anything. Felix needs to start looking for those perfect blocks, maybe safer approaches, or else he's gonna just get himself chunked down very, very quickly.
Yeah, dog. Clutch it.
Just do it. Do it, fam. I've done it before.
Live like Larry, dog.
So why are you listening to the broadcast, Felix? That's why you're losing. You're distracted as fuck.
I gotta say, outside the tournament, one of my favorite things coming from Dan's Janemba was a photo mode picture he took with him underneath some water, looking like a coral reef.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just he went for this aquatic look for Janemba, bit of like a sea creature and shit, and that's very creative from him. Man just has a good sense of style, has a drip, and that's so good, man. Just he already on 4 bars of key without even having to eat or deal any damage.
Oh, here come the O-Rains and the Death Beams. He just wants to cash it all in.
Yeah,
well worth it too.
Yeah, Felix forced to evasive as soon as he sold proc, so just very dire situation for him. If Dan goes for a break or something like that, or if, he doesn't even need to, that's the thing, right? He can just keep Felix stamina very low and deal critical damage.
LH isn't doing too much for him now.
Right? That's the thing, right? If your opponent just bypasses neutral, the fact that your character moves well in neutral does not matter at all.
Oh wow!
Genocide shell?
Yo, I want that clipped. You don't see that ever.
Clip it and ship it. That was awesome looking.
But thankfully, Felix managed to get Dan at a pretty low stamina. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now he's got him.
He's gonna finish it off. That's match. Finishes with the grab.
Excellent play, but Felix really brought it back.
Yeah. Dan almost pulled that upset. Kudos to him. Fantastic Janema play. But Felix moves on, and we get the expected semifinals between Creamy and Felix.
Oh, it's a dark green. Thought it was black.
Yeah. I wondered about that color scheme, but it's thought it might be emulating Z17, but I guess it's just its own thing. Next up, I believe we have JJK and Corny Anime God. So that should be a good one.
Do well, JJK. He's not gonna fall for a lot of stuff I did. Let's see. There we go. Corny's Bardock, man. Oh, I'm wondering how JJK is gonna do this. What would you say about Fat Boo's pure neutral? You know, like
Fat Boo.
not even worrying about the supers.
Right. I would say Fat Boo has a decent neutral, but Bardock is just on a whole other level. He's just so safe. Alright, Felix is letting us know that he might have to go for close to 15 minutes or so. And if he's not here, we should do the American semifinals first. So we'll keep that in mind and hopefully get right into this game. Moving along. But yeah, Fat Boo's neutral, not bad, but Bardock's neutral is just out of this world. And I expect JJK to have to rely very heavily on his supers if he wants to have a good chance at succeeding here.
Okay, you can.
Oh, all right.
Oh wait, never mind. Dang it! These guys can't be ready. They read it up.
Oh, hopefully the lobby doesn't crash. I seem to have made it in my screen? Question mark? Nah. Let's see if the lobby survives this. Leaving the lobby, seeing if that fixes anything. Hopefully we don't have to close universe. Does not seem like it though.
Unless it's taken more than 20 seconds for them to choose your character, then.
Yeah. All bad. Alright, yeah, I think we just... Because I didn't know you guys were gonna ready up, dog. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm here to commentate. What the fuck? All right. Yeah, just let's
remake it. So can you give me a recap on what you're expecting from JJK in this match, given the last match?
Oh, I think versus Corny, the biggest differential for Fat Boo will have to be his supers. Cookie Bean, fantastic ult, Energy Wave combo, very good, and namely also Key Explosion. I feel like he was having some very creative uses of that. It's a move you don't see very often, especially on Meta Fat Boo. So the fact that he managed to use that so well maybe can be enough to just catch Corny off guard, you know? But though more realistically, I expect all of those to get perfect blocked somehow, some way or another.
Okay, gonna invite the contestants again. Make sure
Alright.
not to ready up.
At least one of you, give me the 15 seconds to get in. No.
Corny's in. And he's in. Okay, you can come in now.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ah, 3 bars. Haha, we caught him in time.
Bars. Hell yeah. Corny with the spiteful, fully waiting timer. Love to see it. Alright, so let's see if JJK has what it takes to actually go up against Corny. Hopefully take a game, and even more hopefully take the whole match. So you fought JJK. What are your thoughts? Like, what's the thing to watch out for against this fat food?
Well, I can't get innocent scan out of my head, man. I ate that, and I know you warned me about it. Said it was a grab type key move, but I didn't really think it was like that. But it really is. You can't just
In the sense, it's just yeah.
you can't just move away from it like you can with EWC, which I definitely expect Corny to be able to do every time he tries throwing down neutral. I mean, just by looking at it right now, he's paying for the fact that he had to sleep at the beginning of the match, because already we're at the first break, and like, you never have to worry about Corny not being efficient with his breaks. Like, he's able to predict, he's able to, optimize his damage.
Punish the angry hits so cleanly. JJK maybe relying a little bit on those angry hits to, get the break off safely, get the limit burst off safely. Corny just so good at knowing the correct timing and just punishing it so heavily.
And already we're seeing the second burst. No damage yet taken.
This might be the second white bar from Corny. Such a
Yes,
dominant
it
player.
is.
God damn.
I just got power scaled.
Truly. This guy, especially with mentors enabled, you could argue like on the last TB he was on a more even playing field, but right here he's just showcasing pure unadulterated dominance with his Metro Bardock.
It should be worth noting, the particular choice of Bardock, it's been pretty well, accepted by a couple of the PC bros, but like from our friends that we have from other consoles, they were really surprised that not only was it a only one person can have Bardock scenario, but that Bardock, wasn't banned. In fact,
Yeah, definitely. So one of the scarier, more dominant characters, and that could be in contention for banning, but too early to tell. We do not have enough Bardock tournament results, but Corny definitely making a very strong case for his fantastic play and fantastic use of his toolkit.
one definite thing to congratulate JJK's boo for is like the lack of being mostly careful about what he throws out in neutral, just considering that he can get punished for it. Like you don't see a lot of neutral angry hits, you don't see a lot of neutral. If he had it, I'm sure he wouldn't be throwing a whole bunch of boo-boo punches.
Boo-boo punches. Yeah, boo-boo punch, a move he had in his moveset until the very last day before the tournament, and he decided to change it for Key Explosion. Managed to do like a very good use of Key Explosion and just trying to be as safe as can with Boo, just doing a fantastic job. And already denying Corny his second white bar, just even arguably having the advantage here, catching Corny on his back hit, catching Corny in neutral many times, and whittling down his stamina.
cannot believe that Kone was able to just step Vanish away from the key explosion on Vanish. I didn't know you could do that.
Right? The Vanish high frames, dude. If you know where they are, they're just crazy.
Ah, man, that EWC was a risk. He only has so much key to work with. But
And the after image, Corny is so good at using counters and other moves that are just triggered on attack like that. And that soul will just kill JJK's whole stamina. Looking to self-break there, maybe a little bit cheeky. Corny predicting the limit burst, but JJK does not go for it. Look
good
for
timing
now
on it.
when yeah. Excellent timing.
Perfect block on the approach.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Man, he hasn't even... I'm not saying that I would know whether it would even be a good idea, but no Super Saiyan, even though he has it as an option.
Right, yeah. I have to imagine Super Saiyan is mostly for style here. It's so hard to get a good opportunity to use it, and that's gonna be game 2. Other dominance from our DB champion, you know? I know that feeling, JJK. I really do. I understand. Alright. We should be moving on to the last match of the quarterfinals. Me versus Revi.
Oh, sorry for kicking you.
Oh, hey, I didn't even think about it. Don't worry. While Revi gets here, I'll just take a very small break. I'll be here in a second.
I'll take the second to... Oh, right, the names. But also, double check Revi's Videl, I believe, versus Psyker's Beerus. I'm actually pretty curious on how... whoops. How Psyker's going to deal with a lot of the... Eagle kicks.
Apologies for that. I'm back and I'm ready to proceed with my match. Newt might accuse me from trolling, but I couldn't remain a piss bro through my entire set. So, with that out of the way, hopefully me and Revi will be a good match.
Okay, they're about to start. Both of these contestants now wanting to immediately dash into the other. Psyker's advantage here is that Revi has less stamina to work with. Oh man, but he very nearly avoids, or he very nearly gets hit by that charged heavy. Would have been disastrous on his stamina this early into the match. But otherwise, he's doing really well, getting Revi's already low stamina. Oh, and the charged heavy for the break. Psyker content to get as much damage as he can, and forcing the additional 2 stamina bar forced out by the instant rise. Oh, here comes the kicks. And caught by that. Psyker very well. He knows that the vanish into the kick is coming. Oh, godly puncture and the punish on the limit burst. Psyker out of his mind playing against Revy, and manages to beat him before he regenerates stamina. Beerus popped off, definitely. That was super smart what he did, forcing the instant rise as soon as he could. And he did also an amazing job staying away from those armored kicks. Here comes the run back. If I were Revy, it's a tough call because we haven't even gotten to the part where you try to attack Psyker and he perfect blocks it and gains health back. Like, we haven't even seen that from this match. So if Revy were to try and turn the neutral back around on Psyker, he would then have to deal with all of that on top of a Just Guard burst. Luckily, no additional health, so if Revy has the opportunity to just nuke him and continually, you know, win neutral and not get perfect blocked, then I could see this match coming back around in his favor. But already, Psyker wins the neutral on the first interaction. Revy getting some good damage still. Oh, yeah, a key stun on the front vanish. But he rolls out of the fully charged energy wave combo. Catches him. Follows through. He doesn't have too much key to work with, but still plenty enough to pester Revy with. Of course, he can just bring it right back around. Revy doing an excellent job getting his grabs to cancel out any good that Just Guard did him. Also has reduced the risk of that happening again. Ooh, catches the stun just in time. Psyker fishing for the perfect blocks, kind of misses a little bit. Ooh, nails that energy wave combo. Really, it's a match of these guys with a whole bunch of key and a whole bunch of good neutral supers, throwing it at each other to get their damage. With Psyker not having health burst, it's probably a good call for him to just not have to worry so much about getting the stamina fully down. Whoa! He manages to do the stamina break attack. If that worked, it worked! Revy, through a horrible series of events, gets all of his health destroyed. He is one grab away, one charge key blast away. Thankfully, he charges his limit burst just in time, doesn't get punished for it, but still, he's at a very low stamina. But now he's in perfect block mode. He has to play this match very carefully now. His one benefit is that despite all this stamina Psyker has, he still has only got a Just Guard burst, so it's not out of the question for him to take this back. But I would be very careful about being on the offensive, because you have to run the risk of getting perfect blocked again. Oh, he can get broken now, man, and that'll be it. Yeah, now these guys are a little bit more adjusted to playing further away from each other. You know, they don't want to... Revy doesn't want to get in there. But he doesn't want to stay on the ground for long. Okay, now he is. Just for a little bit. Just enough so he can get 2 bars. Now they're back. Now they're back fully. It's neck and neck here, but Psyker has more than enough to work with in terms of stamina. But yep, now it's grab time. But it's... oh, not enough. The energy wave combo breaks Revy. And with that teleporting combo, Psyker takes game 2. And the set.
GG's, Revy. That was a really good game. The adjustments you made on the second round were fantastic. Honestly, I was really on the ropes there for a second with those energy wave combos, those grabs, just giving me no room to actually get in and do my stuff. So yeah, GG's, and hope to see you again in another tournament very soon.
Man, this tournament has gone so far already. We're already up to the semifinals. 3 more sets.
Felix said it's back, by the way, so we can do EU semifinals.
Creamy versus
3
Felix?
more sets. Yeah, Creamy versus Felix. 3 more sets, and we'll decide who's the greatest under heavens. Very quick tournament. People have been very cooperative.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
And that's Felix. So you're good to go.
Sorry, what did you say?
You're good to join.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Dude, you played out of your mind that set. What was that all about?
Thank you. I don't think I know. I'm just playing my game. I don't know what to tell you.
How about that ultimate hitting them?
Oh, yeah. Sphere of Destruction is a slow ultimate, but it has really good tracking. Supernova is sort of like that too. I'm not sure which one's the slowest or which one has better tracking, but I felt like I was on such an advantage that I should probably go for it, and I know that after you do it, you can chain a super into it, so I was pretty confident.
See ya, man. Thanks for coming.
This match at hand is the battle of Schmoove. Just Felix and Creamy, both 2 characters with lots of tap cancels and a lot of things they can do.
Not to mention speed type on top of speed type.
Right?
Both of them have a soul enhancing that and the appropriate stat preset.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, this is definitely the battle of Schmooving, but Creamy already getting a lot of mileage out of those eagle kicks. Very safe, very deceptive in their iframes, and just dealing a lot of damage to Felix before he can really get his evasive online. If Creamy wins one more interaction, he could force Felix into an evasive and just having no stamina left. Oh, but he drops the energy wave combo.
Ooh, hit by the hitless shoot.
The tracking on that move so good. I did not expect it to hit him there, but
I guess he was a little bit too close. And the finish buster, gnarly damage.
Very much so.
This is a pretty interesting contrast from Creamy's first match where he was at a health deficit. Now he's the one with plenty of to work with and putting Felix through a lot of pressure in order to close the gap.
Yes. We gotta keep in mind though, with Ranger 17 and having those Ki Blast cannons, you can close the gap very quickly on a slow damage, slow recovery loop rather. So, but Felix is just choosing to burn most of his ki on Endless Shoot, which I do not blame him for because that was some really much needed damage. Oh, that's zoning though. That always that zoning potential with those energy wave combo, consecutive energy blast. All you need really.
Thankfully, Felix has got enough stamina back to at least make something happen. But now we're at a...
Close
Ooh.
match, as close as can be.
Caught by that with the standing light.
Oh, if the grab connected, that would be it. But the next few interactions should decide the match. And the
There's a kick.
hawk-
The rolling bullet.
The rolling bullet kill. You don't see those very often. Extremely close match from both contestants.
I recall seeing someone run it during the Switchverse tournament, I think. And I was like,
Right,
oh,
yeah.
this is actually pretty good. And now I know,
Yeah.
oh, it's actually good straight up.
Mm-hmm. It's inconsistent, but when you get it off, which like you can sort of time it better, just have it be at better portions of the scenery, you just get a lot of mileage out of it. And even if you don't get the key blast connecting, it's still just a very good evasive to just get out of the way.
Oh yeah, we gotta swap it out.
Oh, sorry. I was updating the brackets, I didn't realize.
So here we have two people in the semifinals of a tournament, making it through plenty of ridiculous challenges along the way, and both of them up here this far ahead. You could say partly because of the fact that their builds are so much attuned to speed. You know, speed preset, speed enhancing Super Soul.
Yeah, definitely so. And also, just these two characters, lots of step cancels. Lots. Felix complaining over there about the speed, but it is true. Lots of step cancels, lots of maneuverability, and just maneuverability. And then you just. It's so intense, those battles, just to try to win neutral and try to avoid getting punished by the opponent when throwing out the supers.
I'm not saying anything, man. I'm just saying that hey, maybe the speed preset is not just like ethereal. Maybe it's a really significant match affecting component to your build. Shoot, I might put speed preset on my Earthling.
Yeah, yeah. The speed, so of course, can be very very powerful. Well, let's see if Creamy can take it back, even up. Creamy had the upper hand for most of the beginning of the last match, but Felix managed to turn his own head and just deal absurd amounts of damage to Creamy. Let's see if this time Creamy can start a lead and keep it.
Forcing the first vanish.
Creamy just seemed to get the better of Felix in most of those approaches. You can't underestimate Pan's range. Yeah, she has a stubby range, but so does 17, and the difference is not that great. Felix keeps eating those approaches, and Creamy is quite content to just do that hard knockdown combo, just get the stamina out of Felix.
I wonder why he throws out the kick from a knockaway. Is he expecting a vanish? Is he just wanting to get away in that case, or is he thinking like maybe he can link into it somehow?
I'm not entirely sure what the game plan there is, if I'm honest myself. But yeah, catching vanish is potentially a very strong toll. Felix dashing all around doesn't seem to get anything out of it though.
Speed memes maybe. Oh, is he still? No, his soul's activated by now, right?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, okay.
Definitely has.
This for fun. But getting some gnarly... Was that alternating?
Yeah, I believe so.
We haven't
Yeah,
really seen that been used too much. Usually it's been the light heavy.
That's a lot of damage.
Or
Yeah,
it's...
usually light heavy. I guess Felix just realizes he needs to put in the hurt if he wants to contend with Creamy right here.
Definitely considering the inherent, health deficit. Just from the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
So far it's been going really well.
Creamy fishing those approaches with Eagle Kick, but not really managed to get much out of it. Goes for the finish buster. I don't know if I agree with it there. Oh,
Smile
the
charge! Dang, that's so good.
That's so much damage too. Creamy will have to pull out a miracle right now if he wants to come back from this.
Remember, you don't burst, so... Ooh. Mom's technique.
And the smile chart to seal the deal. You see, that move's so tricky. Dastardly iframes on the startup for it. Just a very strong move. High damage, grab, unblockable. And we'll give Felix a win, 2-0.
Well done from both contestants. We gotta give it a hand to Creamy for being the one to topple Pseudo.
Don't kick me, by the way.
I won't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Creamy did very well against Pseudo, and I honestly expected him to take this match. Creamy and Felix both players that have been in the server for a really long time, and we have seen this matchup between the two many times before, but Felix just handily outplaying him and just showing that Ranger 17, a very strong mentor, in competition for one of the best in the game.
Psyker, you know what this means, right? Here it
Yes,
comes.
I get to lose now. All
Nah,
good. I'm so good.
you have
He loves Brazil. He loves me. All good.
you have
I'll
Shmoo.
just
You have some. You have like you have. You could probably Shmoo. I mean, I don't know him that well, but.
I don't plan to lose, but sometimes unfortunate things happen.
Let's go.
Yeah, good luck to Corny. Let's get into it.
I'm impressed. I might be out of here before I finish my third water bottle. Corny's Bardock. We've already seen what he can do. In his first match, he utterly dismantled JJK's Fat Boo. But meanwhile, Psyker's definitely been no slouch with his Beerus either, putting on very impressive performances against Revy, against FCHA, both 2-0 matches. So, if anyone deserves to be in the NA side semifinals, it would definitely be these two. Making out with some EWCs. Okay, now he's starting to put the hurt on. In pure shock that he actually managed to get the knockaway, he doesn't go for the EWC to follow up immediately. Or maybe it's just a play to conserve... I was going to say key. Clearly not. And I want to remind everyone that the music choices is completely randomized. Both these people have perfect block souls that both activate and are very beneficial to them. On Corny's side, him getting a perfect block means that Psyker loses 2 bars of stamina. If Psyker gets perfect block, that means he gains a pretty, about a grab's worth of health. Nothing to scoff at. Ooh. Psyker, very dangerous stamina, but at least managed to get... Oh, blocked on the limit burst, and nothing can save him now. He's got too much stamina. With 3 bars of key, Corny can surely close it out. Yes, he does. Corny takes game 1. This could be Psyker's final match. This time, Corny's more than happy to go on the offensive against Psyker. Getting the lucky stun, confirming the first vanish. And this first instant rise. 4 bars down. Luckily, he has a grab. Will he use the opportunity to go back onto the ground? No, he kind of wants to hang back up. Letting Corny come to him. Ugh. Dash tag works. And able to punish the EWC. You can't avoid throwing that out against him in neutral. Or you can't, there's nothing you can do if he'll just punish it. Dangerous stamina. He does not want to be near him for sure. I don't even know if right now he has the percentage health lead. And besides, 4 minutes is a lot of time to run away from Corny. Corny's Super Soul, forcing more stamina out, like a vampire. Psyker, whiffs the grab, and gets his LB punished. He's just barely able to survive the Super Comic Confirm. Psyker tries some consecutive energy blast in neutral. It's no good. He has plenty of ki, but he doesn't know what to do with it. Ooh. Almost got grabbed. Managed to avoid it despite the front vanish. And he knows, okay, well, trying to go for a perfect block is pointless. I'm still going to at least, throw some blocks out, see what happens. Maybe slowly, very slowly, Psyker can manage to get back a reasonable amount of health. Psyker taking back some neutral. Boom. But he has little choice but to let Corny stay down there. He can't break him, but the Saturday Crash catches him. Psyker valiantly fought at the second half of this match.
GG to Corny. Just the expected result, I would say. Just good business for him. I failed to be blocked the Saturday Crash, so. But GG's. Fantastic gameplay for him as usual.
Well, Psyker, here we are.
Yeah, here we are, dude. Finals between Felix and Corny. Two dudes who move a lot. They like their speed, they like their cancels, they like their safety, and they can deal heaps of damage with Ki Blast Cannon.
The winner of this best of 5 set.
I'll join next round. Oh, good.
Oh, what? Oh, no!
Oh, good. Oh, good. It's fine. I get to lay back and chill a little bit after getting my shit shoved in by Corny.
The outcome of this match decides the champion for the 15th Tenkaichi Budokai. The returning champ, Corny, versus, well, Pseudo's back, so I can't really say EU's best, but versus Felix.
Versus Felix, dude. Felix been putting on quite the performance this tournament, and honestly, I am excited to see how he does versus Corny.
Despite all of it, he was probably the most outspoken disbelievers in challengers of Corny throughout the time before the tournament.
Yes, very much so.
I'm not saying that it will definitely affect how he plays this match, but I'm sure he might be
Yeah.
trying to avoid that mental side of it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone goes up versus Corny expecting to win, but I don't think anyone also plays this game expecting to lose. Felix, very good player, doesn't give up until the match is truly over, and I expect to see a lot of that side of him going into this match. And he is already doing a fantastic job just whittling down Corny's stamina and winning many neutral engagements.
This slaps. Speaking of slaps, both of these guys low stamina.
Those slow recovery loops with Saturday Crash, always very strong, forcing out evades of Felix and just dwindling down his stamina alongside his health.
You know, that's partly why I was really surprised to not see a Raditz representation in this tournament.
Yeah, Raditz, honestly, a character that gets sort of slept on. He has some really good moves, and I'm frankly disappointed to see that he did not show his face here in this tournament.
Regardless, we just saw the exceptionally well-practiced Corny. Perfect block to get the break, and then wait out the limit burst, and then grab it in order to get that optimal response to it.
Yeah, Felix was probably expecting the Super Armor limit burst to not get punished by Corny as effectively, and in part that's true. He didn't take a lot of health damage for it, but it's still... Corny's so good at predicting his burst.
But here we have Corny, low stamina, same health. Versus Felix with more than enough to go around. He's not giving him a chance to limit burst.
Yeah. Felix definitely has him on the ropes right now, and this
wow!
showcase to...
He punishes the LB with the use of full power energy blast volley, but he's still able to perfect block it in time.
Yeah, that's a very safe option from Felix, and you know he wants this win, dude. He is just going for it and showing maximum respect from Corny. He knows he just needs to win another neutral interaction, maybe.
These dashing lights are just bad ideas. If he could just dash and then grab, he would be set. He would win the set. He would win the match. But
yes, very true, but so hard
he perfect blocks the rolling bullet. Managed to avoid the Saturday Crash. Just tries to stuff with damage with rolling bullet, but it's still not enough. Felix, through the use of a lucky dashing heavy, manages to take the first point.
Man, oh man, that match could not have been closer. Legitimately could not. And Felix played well from beginning to end there. Fantastic play from him all around, and just really capitalizing on the way Corny plays, trying to make the best out of it. Struggling to deal the finishing blows, as it's usually very hard against Corny, but he takes the first round, so he's doing a phenomenal job. Did I join too soon and fuck the lobby? Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Sorry. I saw the match ended, so I thought people would just confirm. Yeah. Corny saying to invite again, so hopefully we can get it going.
Nah, man, I'm trapped. I ain't getting out of here.
Oh, you're trapped. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no. Okay, thankfully I didn't have to close the game.
Did you not? Oh, Felix had to close the game, probably. Oh no, he didn't. He's here. Okay, all good. I'll have to leave and rejoin. I was trying to crash the lobby, or rather, join the lobby.
Yeah, man,
and
rigging.
Hopefully keep going.
Let's get Corny back in here. Yep, there he is. Okay, now you can come.
Okay, yeah, I'm joining as fast as I can, so these two players don't start without me. A fantastic display from both these players, so I'm excited to see how they're gonna play the second round. Let's get right back into it. See what Felix has in store for us.
What do you make of the last match?
Just Felix proving like, if you have a very exceptional neutral, you can definitely outplay Bardock, and honestly, very clean play by him. Just expecting those Saturday crashes and just punishing him for some damage with the rolling bullet. He's just making full use of his kit, and just it's working phenomenally for him.
Getting some gnarly damage, but still gonna take a little bit more to even it up.
Corny seems to be really struggling with what Felix is doing right now. And he punishes the Saturday Crash. And you know Felix is ready to deal a lot of damage here. He can't do much more than what he's currently dealing because his soul still hasn't activated, so he doesn't have access to supers.
Ah.
But yeah, Corny's stamina looking pretty grim, and the next few interactions could already be very telling to the fate of the match.
Oh, his moves are back.
Yeah. Sadly, not enough stamina to use evasives or anything, so he'll choose to go to the ground, maybe apply some pressure with another shoot.
Goes for the self break.
Very little chances that Corny doesn't punish that, but can he deal enough damage with a super armor burst? Corny just chooses to regain some stamina. I think that's correct choice in the face of this.
Ooh, there's a
Go
grab.
for other grab, yeah.
That's a lot of health for Felix to whittle down.
Yeah.
And now that he's fully got his stamina back, goes for the fast break, just so he can do it.
Punish! Oh, Corny's so good. That was disgusting.
Just goes to show, fast breaks, you know, sometimes it doesn't matter.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and really showing Felix like how dangerous it is to draw out these supers in neutral versus an opponent of the caliber of Corny. He's just so quick to react and to punish it appropriately.
It's evened up. This isn't match point considering that we're in a best of 5, but
Yeah, but it's very close, and you know, each player has an opportunity to shift the momentum towards itself very quickly. Please make it in time.
good or God?
I think God and Corny, please stop rating up. Almost fitting that the who did the ghost third play multi-rated up. That's what happened. Okay, boys, wrap it up. Stop stalling. Hopefully we can get this going again very quickly.
Woo! Bottle number 3.
I did not ready up. How could I have? Excuse me?
The second half of the 15th Tenkaichi Budokai Grand Finals.
Oh, did it
Yeah,
work?
no, it straight up
Okay.
closes the lobby.
Oh, okay. Hey. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not as bad as having to reopen the game at least. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, that's first two games of the finals happening right now, and gotta say, both these players trying their best to win and doing a fantastic job at it so far.
As long as they keep their old trigger fingers not triggering, then we should be fine here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's him.
I'm getting in right now, and we should be good to go.
Right on. Thanks to everyone that stuck around this long.
Yeah, a little bit of some hiccups here and there, but fantastic tournament so far, and I'm really glad to with the participation.
Let's
Excellent level of play.
Let's keep the good times rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, Ranger 17, Bardock, excellent characters, excellent neutral, excellent supers. Let's see who comes out on top here.
Now they're scared of each other. Now they want to see. Now they really want to test each other, I guess.
Yeah, they're showing an insane amount of respect towards each other, and you can see right, both these players prove that they're incredible menaces with very quick reflexes. So.
There's some more of that Felix aura dashing thing he's got going.
Yeah.
I guess
Very
he just wants to
strange, but
confuse.
It doesn't seem to. Oh, the early break, and he doesn't even have soul online yet. Now he does, but let's see. Getting a second lease life. Basically, the real match starting right now with all his supers on deck. Oh, is he gonna get punished for this? No, I don't think TOURNEY is able to.
At least he was able to start a combo,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, how many times have we seen this in the tournament? A person comes in, dashing attack, it's blocked. The guy continues to combo. After that, it's perfect blocked. Just that ability to like let off and then let back on immediately. In the time it took me to say that, I'm so sorry I missed what just happened here.
Felix got his Boosie 8. It's the gentle way I can put it. Felix is getting demolished here right now. And TOURNEY making very quick adjustments. Hopefully Felix can bring it back and bring us to potentially fifth and final, or rather, yeah, fifth and final round.
It ain't over yet.
I'm rejoining as fast as I can, and we can get this right underway.
A lot of stakes on this particular match. This could be the finale
Yeah.
for the 15th Tenkaichi Budokai.
Yes. Felix must be feeling the pressure right now. And one of the strongest Corny. He did manage to squeeze out a win, and I believe that he has it in himself to do it again. But it's definitely a very tough opponent to overcome. Looking forward to see what Felix can do right now. In potentially our final match between him and Corny Anime God.
Felix with the first vanish. Even despite this utter gauntlet of matches that Corny's gone through, his game plan is not changed at all. Not changed one bit. It's just, you know, getting his hits, doing his combos, and punishing as often as possible.
Yeah, Corny, much like our previous old times champion Nekon, reminds me just their adaptation usually just includes just do what you do except better, and it's hard to believe that it can be done, but here we have it right now. Corny just does what he always does, and Felix has no response to it.
An exceptionally early limit burst, but Corny nonetheless punishing it without missing a breath.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's up to Felix to kind of keep his calm here, know that, you know, he can still make that health back.
Yeah, very true. I'd argue Ranger 17 has even higher damage output than Bardock, but he'll get punished and that's it.
He's gone for the volley quite a number of times already.
Yes. I don't know what he's trying to do there, if he's trying to be creative or if it's false hit confirms, but sadly it will cost him the game.
I'd imagine it was an option to just try to get, in an attempt to get damage on Corny.
Yes.
Regardless.
Well, regardless, this is the deciding match, and here we have Corny, Anime God, a repeat, wages in the heavens for him. He is the champion of both the regular cast tournament and the mentor version, so there we have it. Just a very strong, dominant player.
Man.
This guy just knows Universe, dude.
Mm-hmm. And what a tournament.
What a tournament. That was a fantastic tournament. And I'm really thankful for everyone who showed up. Really good games.
Awesome to see Pseudo come back. Even more awesome to see someone adapt to his playstyle that almost won him the last tournament.
Yes, exactly. Some people might call that match boring, but I was very impressed with Primi's adaptation and just fantastic Universe play from everyone all around.
Z-Wolf and Dan and Dan's Zonemba. Oh, that's something you managed to get away with?
Dan's showing Janemba very legit character, and I'm happy to have someone like Dan just out here willing to be as creative as possible.
Dude, I didn't want to mention it before then, but how about that first match versus JJK, dude?
Right? No, that was... I'm just really happy with how the tournament turned out. Very good matches.
Yeah.
Insane participation.
Thank you to everyone who participated. If you would like to join future tournaments, be sure to check out the links in the comment that I just posted there in the chat to find the link to the Discord server. We host tournaments like these.
Chat as well. Hold on.
We host this kind of tournaments all the time. Both regular casts, mentor casts, other world tournaments with like created characters, like purely created characters, like custom created characters. And a whole bunch of other stuff going on. We play together all the time.
Yeah, there's always people there down to play, down to improve at the game, and just try to be the best, you know? And hopefully you can join us in the future for more fun tournaments. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, bros.